to be the best. Riding foes, feeling unimpressed. Make me reminisce, throwing bows. Been in the corner, set my mind up on the goal. All I know is stay down, bad, I'm the goal. Okay, feel like the best, the great. Now ain't no debate. Yeah. Okay, feel like the best, the great. Now ain't no debate. Yeah. I ain't gotta say much. Know the boy got a touch. Another win for the rush. Another win for the rush. See me once and got a crush. See you twice and that's enough. Get the ring sized up, and that's for the championship.
Yeah, I dropped in, feeling like I need a top 10. Clean sweep, get the mopped in. No roof, yeah, I hopped in. Champagne spraying, popped in. Paramedics on the speed dial. Turn the party to a mosh pit.
Locked in. Supreme confidence, can't do broken promises. You can't talk the way I talk when you ain't got no accomplishments. On top taking up space, ain't no room for occupants. Always knew I had to glow, ain't no chance of blocking it. Okay, feel like the best, the great. Now ain't no debate. Yeah. Okay, feel like the best, the great. Now ain't no debate. Yeah,
I dropped in, feeling like I need a top 10. Clean sweep, get the mopped in. No roof, yeah, I hopped in. Champagne spraying, popped in. Paramedics on the speed dial. Turn the party to a mosh pit.
Locked in. Okay, feel like the best, the great. Now ain't no debate. Yeah. Okay, feel like the best, the great. Now ain't no debate. Yeah.
Hey y'all, what's up? Happy Tuesday. Yes, your girl is back for Evo-Isms Live. Yeah, I'm saying this is episode 122. Yes, we are getting them in. Let me tell you something. It's a lot happening in the world. And we're going to talk about a few things, just a few things. Yeah, I'm saying? I even got a full list of stuff to talk about. Yeah, I'm saying? And I'm adding as I'm going along. Yeah, this going to be one of them shows, y'all, where ain't really gonna be like a lot of compassion and a lot of we're just gonna say it like it is. You know, I wait all week for this show sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I just want to say what the hell I want to say. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what this show is. I know y'all love this show. If y'all want to come up, I'll put that link down there. So y'all can tell me how y'all feel about a couple of things. I got clips for some things, and I got clips for others, and I don't have clips for some things. Other things, you know what I'm saying? I'll throw in there a couple of questions. Y'all know how we do it here. If you don't know me and you new, because I've been telling people, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm a YouTuber. I got a YouTube page that you should check out. You know what I'm saying? I am your girl, Evolution Brooklyn of Evolution Era Media. And let me tell you, you can find me on every platform you can think about. Okay? At Evolution Era Media, all one word. Except for this one, like, you know, it's Evolution Era Media. That's 3 words. Also, Facebook, and shout out to those on Facebook because we are streaming over there also. I love you guys over there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm answering questions over there as I go along. Okay, over there it is Destiny. With 2 E's, DESTINEE, all right? Destiny with 2 E's, Evolution Brooklyn, all one word. Put it together, spell Brooklyn all the way out. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute you should do that. But yes, Brooklyn all the way out, Evolution Brooklyn, all one word. And then the last word is J, J-A-E. All right? Y'all know my DJ name, I'm Destiny J, all right? You know what I'm saying? J-A-E, all right? And also, if y'all are on the old Twitter, what they call X now, you know what I'm saying? If y'all got a space account and stuff like that, y'all see me over there, you know, working with the network, working with other, you know, different people, you know what I'm saying? I'm on a couple of networks and stuff like that. Over there, I am UniqStarEnt. Yes, that's the name of my company. It's UNIQ. STARBRAND. All right. And as you see, scrolling down below me, yeah. I got a fire candle business, all right? Y'all need to check that out. You know what I'm saying? Get into what I do, who I am, you know what I'm saying? And come get this fire. Literally, these candles is fire, okay? You know what I'm saying? They will change your life. Nothing on the market is as good as my candles. I put that on my mama. You know what I'm saying? That's how serious I am about that. You know what I'm saying? All right, so where we at today? I want to shout out my people so y'all know if y'all are in the chat, go ahead and say something. You know what I'm saying? If the haters are here, hi haters, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I know you don't miss me. You know what I'm saying? You know y'all always here, and I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Those friends, let me know so I can shout y'all out, let everybody know y'all are in the building, right? And I'm going to start out with these clips real random, okay? Some will be old, like we start with old, we come with the new, however I feel like doing it, all right? You know what I'm saying? But holla at your girl. Like I said, got a busy day tomorrow, so we're going to get into it. We're going to move kind of quick, all right? Yes. And I know other things is going on. Don't come in here at 10 o'clock thinking you'll get a whole show. It's not going to work like that. You know what I'm saying? The schedule changed up. So we're going to work it out for you, though. We're going to work it out for you. All right? I need to say this, and this should be said at the beginning of the show so I can get it out the way, right? All right, so let me tell you, I need y'all to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? And don't subscribe and change your mind later. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you're coming back. Like, stop playing with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, hey, get your mama, your auntie, your uncle, your pops, you know what I'm saying? Your little cuz down the street, you know what I'm saying? All they rockhead friends. Yo, just tell them hit the button and subscribe. There's a lot of stuff that's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? When you subscribe. Now, the funny thing is I don't beg for money up here. You know what I'm saying? Even though I need the support, I love the support. You know what I'm saying? It would be great because I got a lot of things I want to do for you guys. You know what I'm saying? But don't be shy with them super chats. Hold your girl down, hit your girl up, you know what I'm saying? Whatever amount that you can give to support this show, you know what I'm saying? I would greatly appreciate. I usually don't say that, but I've been watching other people do it, and you know what I'm saying? People do it just like that. I'm thinking sometime maybe I need to say it out of my mouth. So I'm going to say it. Hold your girl down. Please show your girl some love in them super chats. You know what I'm saying? Give some support. I would greatly appreciate it, and y'all really going to see what I'm about to do with that. You know what I'm saying? And that support that y'all do give. You know what I'm saying? Also, after the subscribing, I need y'all to subscribe, all right? You know what I'm saying? I need you to hit the like button. There's no reason why, you know what I'm saying? You can sit in here for more than a minute and not hit that like button. I definitely need y'all to start pressing that like button for me. You know what I'm saying? Also, the notification bell. Now, I'm about to explain that because this is a video that I need to play more. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to do it at the beginning of the show and the end. You know what I'm saying? Because that's all y'all need. Y'all need me to keep saying it. So here we go, y'all. Check this out. All right, that was it. That summed it up. All right, it is. Hit the subscribe button. It could sometimes say the whole word subscribe. Okay, that's for certain people. Others, it'll be the triangle play button that y'all see on everything else, electronics and stuff like that. Hit that. It could be red. It could be green. It could be purple. I think sometimes it's purple. Hit that. Okay, yeah, I'm saying show your girl some love. Become an official subscriber of the channel. Also, like I told you, that like button. Hit that thumb. You know what I'm saying? When you come in, if you're watching tomorrow, hit the thumb, hit the like. Hit the like button. Help your girl out. Show YouTube that this is needed. Y'all don't mind coming in here talking to me and seeing me. Hey, we got some work to do, okay? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of fun to be had. Also, the notification bell. Let me explain that now. The notification bell is for you, all right? Now, as y'all know, my schedule is changing. So these shows, I'm going to shuffle them around. And I'm going to give y'all a little announcement, you know what I'm saying? Because I did move one of the shows already, all right? So the notification bells let you know what show was shuffled. If you don't hear this, you don't see the announcement, I just come on, you will get that ding, 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 Evo on and she acting up. All right, yeah, Evo with the team. They going in. All right, yeah. All right, set the notification bell. That is for you, but it helps you to not miss a thing that goes on here. All right. Yes, thank you. Now, we are on Instagram, right? But it's only for a few minutes. The system has changed. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all all over Instagram, y'all can hear me. Shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for the love and support. Come on over to YouTube. If you got Instagram, I'm pretty sure, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, you got a Gmail, come on over to YouTube. Yes, you know what I'm saying? And show your girl some love. Let me know that you are in the room. All right. And yes, we got one of the queens in here. You know what I'm saying? She not scared. She not scared. Say she in the building. She a real one. All right. We got the queen, Black Beauty. Shout out to you, queen. Thank you for the love, queen. You in the building. All right. Now we're about to start. Yeah, I'm about to start talking my mess. Yeah. Yes, I am. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of interesting stuff going on. I'm gonna let y'all know as I find the first clip. It's so much stuff going on now, right? As y'all know, we got the black statue that's in Times Square. Of the black, I'm sorry, I don't want you to say the black statue. That's what it has become now. Somebody actually commented that, a few people, you know what I'm saying, not of our culture, you know what I'm saying, has been calling it the black statue. You know, and I heard it's more to come. Yeah. I want to talk a little bit about that. Yeah, I know I got a show dedicated to that. You know what I'm saying? With the schedule and everything, I'm gonna definitely work that in this weekend. Yeah, so you know we got that. It's a couple of things, right? Trump is doing a lot. I want us to talk about that. It's a lot of stuff as I'm walking around. I'm going to the job. I'm coming back. It's a lot of stuff that people don't know. This is my thing, right? I know how we might feel about what's going on in politics, but are we just closing our eyes and ears, and you know what I'm saying? Like we're not looking at none of this stuff. So none of this stuff mean nothing to you. You just gonna live till you die. Is that what it is? Because I'm just trying to figure out, because a lot of stuff I be like, yo, did you hear such and such and such? Oh yeah, and this is going on. Oh well, this is why this is happening. And people like, what they doing? What? And I'm like, since when? Like, what's going on? Like, let me tell you something. I'm gonna try to keep y'all as informed as I can. Okay. But we're gonna have to help each other out a little bit. We got to figure it out. Like what we doing? What yeah. What we doing? All right, you know what I'm saying? Also, I don't know if you heard about Mr. Hinton Jr. You know what I'm saying? I want to check y'all temperature on that to see how y'all feel about that. Very tragic situation. Woo, but at this point, you know what I'm saying, I found out some things about this brother that kind of scared me a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna talk about health reasons why. It's a lot of stuff that ties into that. You know what I'm saying? We also have, once you got a whole list of stuff, you know what I'm saying? And y'all can let me know as I'm looking here. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what y'all want to hear first. I'm just throwing it out at y'all. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so much. You know what I'm saying? Also, you know, we got the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, we gonna talk about that. I can't wait. Y'all know I've been shouting out Big Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Since I could talk. Okay. And hey, I'm going to say that. Damn that. I always had Brooke on my back, even as a child. All right. Yeah. We got to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? And y'all know this one is a very touchy subject. And I don't know if I should bring this to y'all, because y'all know how we have those debates, which is, you know, the Diddy trial. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on with that. It's a lot I found out about. It's a lot of issues I have with that, but you know, this is my thing, right? I've been stating these issues for a long time. This is nothing new. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I got clips for most of it. Yeah, we can talk about some things. And okay, and it's one more thing I want to talk about. That right, Black Beauty, like who? Yes, I got so many clips, y'all. Like it is crazy. And I'm looking through these clips. I also got some questions for y'all. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to start y'all with politics yet. I'm just going through some of the stuff that's here. Like it is really crazy, the stuff that I am looking at. You know, and I tell you what. Let's start off at a good place. Can we start off happy, then move around? Let's start off happy, then move around. I got a lot of politics for y'all, so you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think I'll pull that up. It will work. Oh, there's something else too I wanted to talk about too. All right, here we go. I'm seeing a lot of stuff. But let's talk about our boy. I know you can't see it yet. Let me put it on the screen for you guys. I'm also put that clip up. Yeah, all right. Let's start off happy. Because I don't got clips of everything I'm gonna talk about. You know what I'm saying? But I can pull it up. I'll pull it up and try to guide us along, right? So y'all let me know. Matter of fact, I'll see it on my other screen. And shout out to those on Facebook. I'm not sure if that's a question or not. I'm not going to read it out. I'll type the answer to it because I'm not sure if you if you want me to say that. I ain't for putting nobody on blast. So look, but I got you. I'm gonna type it. Here. I got a whole situation here. I got you. All right. So this is your boy Cat Williams. We're gonna start out happy. He got a street named after him. You know what I'm saying? His neighborhood. And I thought just to bring like some lightness to the situation, I thought it was a beautiful thing. Now I tried to watch as much as I can of it because it kind of moves around. You know, I be thinking, right, when people have this big of an honor, it should go a little different. But let me play it for y'all. Then y'all tell me what y'all think. We can talk about it. All right. Yeah, we can definitely talk about it. Because it is real. All right, so here we go, y'all.
It's a blessing to have all of these people that I don't know, but I'm connected to spiritually. And even as a young person growing up here, I understood that names meant something. And so I understood that Cincinnati must have been a great place because even as a child, it has such a long name. And I thought it was a special place. I thought that great people came from here. I thought the girls were good looking. I thought the guys were smart. I thought this was a place that you can really do something and make somebody proud. And the fact that it's come full circle. I've been in the business since 1995.
That's right.
The thing that means the most. We love you, Cat. Even if it's honorary, I appreciate Cat Williams' way and A1 from A1 Day One. It's a blessing to have all.
So say that, Cat Williams. Cat Williams. Cat Williams. Cat Williams. Cat Williams. Come on, Cat Williams. Come on. Okay, that's it. Cincinnati, we love y'all, man. And this is the man here, Monique. Monique.
Love you, Monique.
Monique's here too. Hold on.
I just want to say to my brother, Cat Williams, you deserve every moment. You deserve every ounce. You deserve every single bit of love that you receive because you give so much out. So I just want to say from me to you, thank you, my baby. We love you, baby.
What's up, folks? How you doing? A1, what's up? Mark Curry saying, you know what? It's Cat Williams.
All right, y'all. So he had a lot of his friends in the building. I thought that was a beautiful thing. You know, I love how they lifted him up. Cat been doing a lot for a long time. And it's a lot of stuff that a lot of people don't know that he does, like gives to charities. And yo, let me tell you something. He helps a lot of his friends out. You know what I'm saying? even if you saw like the Shannon show where some of the people were talking about how, how good he was, how amazing he was, how much of a legend he was, how selfless he is. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was a beautiful thing for them to lift him up while he's still here. You know what I'm saying? Because us Black folks, we got a way of waiting till you not 6 feet under, but 12 feet under. And then we want to tell people how we feel, how good they was. You know what I'm saying? How great of a person they was. Like it's going to hurt our heart to tell a person how much, we respect them and we care for them and we thank them for, you know what I'm saying, the things that they do. That we're going to have to get rid of. I thought that was a beautiful thing. I thought that, I forgot about Cat Williams is that he's very modest and very humble. You know what I'm saying? You will see that a lot of people that's real selfless. You know what I'm saying? And I just thought that was a beautiful thing to lift a Black man up. You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Mark Curry and Monique and that, they doing shows them and stuff like that. And like he said, to have your name out there, your name be positive, people to know who you are, that is big. That, especially for a Black man in a positive light, do you know what I'm saying? That is super big, and it was just nice. I got you. All right, people hit me up. Yeah, it was just nice to, to see that. We gotta show love to each other. I love that. You know what I'm saying? It's another thing I said I was gonna hit on. It's a lot of, and I know I'm about to pass you the mic. Okay, so I want to talk about this clip, right? So I'm gonna go in and out. I wanted to talk about this clip real quick and see. Yes, guys, I'm on. I know y'all hitting me up. I'm on. Y'all come to YouTube. I'm up here. Okay, we here. Yes, all right. I'm gonna text y'all in a minute. I got people texting me. All right, so that's another thing I wanted to hit on. To see what y'all actually thought about this. And there's a couple of things that's going on. And it's more of an opinion piece. I'll kind of give y'all my opinion since I'm up here. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully my opinion is not too harsh, because y'all know how I am. And I'll probably play this one again because I thought this one was interesting. All right, we gotta make sure we get the interesting stuff up. You know what I'm saying? So y'all let me know what y'all feel about this. I actually watched this a couple of times, right? And I was going to make a show out of it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, y'all see that coming. Y'all see the way I'm a twister. Y'all know I love to twist things. So here we go, y'all. It should be up in a minute. Let's see what y'all think about this one. And I'm going to throw these little questions in. You know what I'm saying? While we get to main events, I'm going to definitely do that. All right, here we go, y'all.
Brother and sister, to marry a woman that you can't do anything for. You meet a woman, she got a house. Her first husband died. Left her with a house. She's got babies. Got a car in the driveway. What can you do for her? If you don't have a whole lot of sense, where you can upkeep her spiritually and mentally and psychologically and emotionally, you better leave her alone. Because you can't handle that. It's difficult, brother and sister, to marry a woman that you can't do anything for.
Want to play it again so I can feel it.
You meet a woman, she got a house. Her first husband died. Left her with a house. She's got babies. Got a car in the driveway. What can you do for her? If you don't have a whole lot of sense, where you can upkeep her spiritually and mentally and psychologically and emotionally, you better leave her alone. Because you can't handle that. It's difficult.
All right, so I want to kill y'all with that. Let me tell you why this is big, right? And when I saw the clip, I had to really kind of clip it up and make sure y'all saw that. I'm gonna tell y'all why. You know, hey LJ, let me come up out of here. Cause that is the legendary Minister Farrakhan. What's up, LJ?
The most honorable. The most honorable. What's up? What's up?
You heard it, right? Before I say anything, what do you think about that clip?
I think it's absolutely true. It's a lot of the things that I be trying to reiterate up here, because like I always say, it's not just financial. It's about being able to lead spiritually, be able to lead in morals and ethics, in religion. I know I said spiritually, but I know some people nowadays separate the two. So again, you got to be a leader on all forms, and even if you're not the primary breadwinner, you should also, be able to contribute financially, as far as being like I said, still a leader. You should still have ideas, still have ways to build on the money. If she might be able to, again, she might have, I've met couples where the couple is a woman, she have a degree, but the man, he might have inherited a business, and she's utilizing her degree to help him manage the business, and he might, again, on the social uh life, might be lower than her, but they have a balanced relationship in their own home where he's still seen as the leader. So when you leading on those other forefronts, the finances don't always be the thing that is spoken about. It's a level of respect that comes along with it, because you're respecting each other. It's not just one-sided.
Yeah, I agree, and I've come to find that, from like being in like my 20s and now being older, I would rather have a working man than a well-educated man. And I know that sounds crazy, but like a man that went to school like I did and is I don't mind you trying to get up the corporate ladder like I am and stuff like that, but how can I say it? Sometimes opposites attract. I'm more of, in the used to be in the classroom, now in the boardroom, now, at the job. I would rather him also be working, but I need a man that's more of like fixing things around the house. And if I have an issue, work that out and be there for me when I need it. And you know what I'm saying? I think if he was doing the same thing that I was, that would be like a real big issue. Like my needs are starting to change. You know what I'm saying? Like I need someone available there. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
Respect.
I understand what Minister Farrakhan is saying. I'm gonna tell you why. Like I said, my outlook is changing, right? And ladies, a lot of us ladies, we have all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now, not because we want to say, hey, I don't need you, I got that. I don't know no woman that, and I'm just going to say this, that don't want to be taken care of by a man. And when I say taken care of, well, she ain't got to work like a man. You get what I'm saying? A lot of us are what they call aggressive and masculine because we have to be. It's a protection. You know what I'm saying? It's what we got to do. We can't be soft because we out here, running alongside the boys because we don't have, you might not have a man in your life that can do it. So, I hate the term masculine, though. I really hate that term. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of time it's aggressive, it's assertive. You get what I'm saying?
They've
weaponized. I got an issue with that, but I think the art of, like my mom used to say, you gotta have the gift of gab. You know what I'm saying? My daddy, you gotta be able to sell water to a well. You gotta be able to have that talk, that game. You know what I'm saying? I need you to be able to sell it. You know what I'm saying? And selling it, not talking about sex, but just talking about whatever you are trying to get across. And it should be the easiest thing you can do with your man. So sometimes we got to play the backfield. You know what I'm saying? We know we might be better than him at this or what, but sometimes you got to let a man be a man and make a man feel like a man. You know what I'm saying?
And
I had to learn that the hard way.
I don't want to interrupt you, Evo, but it's same way men got to do the same. And like he said, you supposed to be sitting there. It when your woman need to feel reassured, you gotta know those things. You gotta take the chance, take the time to know the person that you with, both ways. And that's what the minister is talking about. You can't just sit there and, like you said, it's a lot of I worked, like I told y'all before, I worked in painting and construction. I know a lot of dudes in construction, different trades that's getting six figures. They wife is not in no trade. They not marrying the woman who's on the that's on at the work site with them. They marrying people like you, like you said, boardroom. They went to school because different we bringing different things to the table. When you
Right.
sometimes too much of the same seasoning is gonna make the meal not
It's
tasty.
boring.
You gotta have it. You gotta have. You can't just have sesame. You gotta have a little
Right, right.
garlic. You gotta have a little bit of Lawry's. You gotta mix it up because that's what make the blend. But
Yeah.
a lot of people don't be willing to compromise and say, "Oh, I'll," until it's too late. And unfortunately, that's a lot of times where we speaking to people where it's like, man. Fortunately for you, Evo, you still young enough, you still in your shit where you could make that pivot and say, all right, I don't want nobody who's chasing the same thing I'm chasing right
Yes.
now. I could see somebody who I could see myself with somebody who's chasing something a little different, but our
Yeah.
financial goals are the same. Some
Yeah.
people be in their 80s talking about they just realized. So, like, unfortunately, people got to start waking up and giving people a chance and say, you know what? Just because a lot of times we don't even fathom the career field that another person is in could make as much as they could possibly make. It's some people you speak to like, wait, you making that? Make you do what? Making that?
Yep.
You a
Yeah.
librarian? What the
Yeah.
wait? What library?
Yeah.
So I'm just
Too
using an
limitless.
example, but for
Yeah.
real.
If you know how to move up and it's still limitless. I get on jobs all the time. I may stay, if I stay on one position a year, you know what I'm saying? That means I really liked it because I move all around. I need to know everything. I'm trying to get
Mhm.
that bag. Wherever the money going, that's where I'm going. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? This is another thing. Let's talk. I want to talk about something. Within the same field of what we're talking about here. A lot of times when you have somebody, let's say y'all doing the same thing, there's this silent competition that happens. I get that in a lot of my relationship, this silent competition, and it is very boring to me. Now I'm gonna tell you why. Silent competition, right? And let me break this down. Let me say what's up to my ladies first. I said my ladies are very important here. All right, we got the queen, Coach D Shell. Shout out to you, queen. We got Delilah in the building. All right, I put up the link for y'all. That's Corsair. Y'all know who that is. Okay, we got Army for Life 1970. Hey, queen, shout out to y'all. We also got the beautiful Sabrina in the building. Shout out to you, queen. Yes. Ladies, hold me down on this. I want to know, have y'all ever experienced this? Because it might just be me. It may be something that I'm giving off. I'm starting to notice. You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to notice a lot of stuff now that I'm in therapy, right? Check this out, right? There's something that happens between, I don't know if it's just black men and women or what. It is a silent competition. I'm going to tell you why it's a silent competition. Because you can see certain things. You can say, yeah, I just bought a red car. You know what I'm saying? And he go get a burgundy car. Like, it's little stuff like that. You can say, I'm having a great day over here. And he'd be like, well, my gray has been date for 10 days. And it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why are we competing? And then, let me tell you, this happens a lot to me. Then when you call it out, like, yo, I'm going to be honest with you, that competing thing that's happening right now, it's a little boring to me. Like, I just notice it. I'm just going, I've done this a lot. You don't have to compete with me. We two different. I have a vagina. You don't. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to compete with the girl. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we doing? And then it's I'm not competing with you. Some people don't even know that they do it. Some men don't even know that they do it. And it's like, damn, you just trying to top me on everything. Or check this out. I found out yesterday, y'all. Yesterday, I am the woman that gets you ready for the woman that you are going to settle with. That's crazy, right? D Shields, coach, break this down for me. Please let me know what I'm saying. Y'all understand, ladies. I am the woman that makes you great for the woman, not that you deserve, but the woman that you are going to settle with. I have looked at my track record with men and relationships, and I don't have a problem sending them on their way. Hey, let me tell you something. When I noticed it, and I'm going to read these comments, I know y'all probably got a lot to say, you know what I'm saying? But I want to hear it. I want to hear it. You know what I'm saying?
I want to ask. So you said you didn't think they deserved you, but who they ended up with, you know they deserve better than that.
Check this out. And that's good. I like how you said that because I didn't even think of that. I don't know if they deserve me because I was okay with letting them go.
Yeah, I know. That's why I heard you say you packed them up and sent them with a curve.
That's real good. I never thought about that.
You know they deserve something better than what they ended up with, but you know they didn't deserve you.
Yeah. Well, they didn't stay with me. They probably would have been happier. But you know what? Like, I am notorious for letting men go back to their baby mamas. I am notorious. I have no problem with you going back to your baby mama because she laid on the table and almost died for you, player. If that's where you want to go, here you go. I will put you in the car, put a bow tie around your damn neck. You know what I'm saying? You know, and get you to your baby mama. What's up, cousin?
You a hero.
Both tie on your neck, she'll send you with a pea pie, nigga.
I feel you on that, Evo. I feel you on that. You a hero. That's what I tell myself with situations like that. You a hero. You saving a family. You sending them back happier than what they was when you met me. All I made you realize is you want a family. Go and work on your family.
I do, but I don't have the patience for the stupidity.
Nah, I'm saying you saying that to them.
Like more and more as I get older, it's like, yeah, I'm not dealing with that. I don't have to deal with that. And it's not a thing of me feeling like I'm too good or nothing like that. It's just a thing of, yo, I done got this far without you. You think you're going to come and bring this stupidity in my life? You bugging. You know what I'm saying? And I don't have a lot of patience. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, I've been doing real good. But you know what I'm saying? And I've always had people in my life. But it's like, I'm not going to let you stop what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Either you get with the program or you don't. And I know that's kind of cold. You know what I'm saying? But it's real. Yeah, I mean, would you want me to lie to you?
Yes, they do.
Because I don't do that.
They do. They want you to lie all day, every day. That's what they want.
But I feel like I got always.
They want you to tell them every day they're the best you've ever had. They want you to tell them that you happy massaging their feet. You happy sitting there across a raggedy ass, lonely ass mama who want to get in your relationship because she ain't got shit going on. They want you to say, I'm happy here every weekend with your mammy at this restaurant, hearing how I ain't shit. They want you to be happy and smiling every single day.
I'm going to address with
the ladies understand what I'm talking about. They even know the competitive guy that I'm talking about. Look, Sabrina, and I know, yo, my Sabrina, my heart, yo, she always started up. Sabrina, and shout out to you, because Sabrina be holding it down. You know what I'm saying? Let me go back. I'm going to go back to your comments. I want you to know
that's why I like to break them thoroughly. So there's no competition. I will break you, and you will never recover. You will never find anyone else that matters to you. Never. And if you do happen to find one ugly sister who's willing to tolerate your brokenness, she gonna be cheating on you with all your friends. I will break you, sir, forever. So holla at me at Course of Comedy. If you're trying to get in my drawers, holla at me, but be prepared. I will break you.
Yeah. And I understand what Sabrina's saying. Like, yeah. And let me tell you something. And I want to talk to D-Shells too, Sabrina, Army. Let me tell you, Black Beauty. Tell me if I'm wrong. I know y'all gonna tell me if I'm wrong. Do y'all find that when you say I'm independent as a woman, because I say it all the time, I'm independent, I can stand on my own. I know Sabrina I'm talking about because I'm reading her comment right here. It's vilified all the time. Why? You get what I'm saying? Why? Because check this out. If let's say we didn't say independent and we say, yeah, I need a man, I can't do nothing, I need to pay my rent and pay my bills, you know what I'm saying? And make sure I breathe tomorrow. It's like, oh, this begging ass gold digger. Yeah, so you just can't win. It's what I'm thinking. I'm just saying. I don't think you can win at this point. You just gotta do what you do. Like, yeah, I always say I don't really care about what people think. You know what I'm saying? But if you waiting to make these moments happy, you're gonna die waiting, all right? You're gonna die trying, like 50 Cent. What are we talking about? Y'all know that's my baby daddy in my mind. Yes, D Shields know about the competitive guy. Yes. Yeah, see, right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm glad I'm not the only one that's going through this. Thank you, D Shields. I'm not because I'm starting to understand. Let me tell you something about that competitive guy. And Corset, I hate to say this. That competitive guy almost turns into a woman for me. And I'm going to tell you why. You get what I'm saying? Let me tell you why. Because I'm a female. If you are competing with me, you get what I'm saying? It's almost like you want to trade vaginas. Is that what we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like why are you competing with a woman? Shouldn't your goal, your level be higher than me? You're supposed to be the man. Dingo, beat your chest. You know what I'm saying? Grab your balls, son. Like what we doing? Are you trying to
So
be
can I
me?
ask y'all something? Because I don't want to make it as simple as this. Because I want to know if I'm a competitive dude.
You are.
If I'm in a relationship, this is not about finances, but if we go out to play bowling, if we go out to play pool, ski ball, if we go out to Dave and Buster's, I'm trying to get in them cheeks. How am I feminine? How am I sassy? How am I all these things? Ain't no easy wins where I come from. I don't let my little cousins win. I don't let the little kids win. So I don't understand. I'm an Aries. I'm trying to get myself together. Y'all know I'm trying to grow. So please help me grow because that's how I live. You ain't no easy ones over here.
No, okay, that's my fault. So okay, and I should have said better examples. Okay, I give you one, right? Well, I was giving y'all one. Remember when I was saying like whatever you say, like whatever a woman say, he got a top. You know what I'm saying? It's like check this out, and that's what I said. Most men that come up under my wing leave better, and I'm starting to notice that. And they don't be for me. You know what I'm saying? I send them on to the woman that they're gonna be with. You know what I'm saying? Now, do I feel some type of way about that? You know, usually it would be a woman feel miserable. I don't. I'm like, yo, if he left, that wasn't homie. That wasn't the one for me. And I did a good service because I built him up. I made him better. A lot of dudes I gave a work ethic to. And got to the point where it was just, and ladies, I know y'all, the ladies in this room, my evolutionaries know exactly what I'm talking about because they done been through it. It's, you say, hey, homie, you can't be with me unless you get a job. Yeah, I'm going to need you to get a better job. You know what I'm saying? Just in case you got to take care of me one day. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you got to get out here and grind. Ain't no calling off unless you about to be dead. Stuff like that. Really get in your New York bag. I know a lot of y'all ain't from New York, but y'all know what I'm saying. You got to get aggressive with them and be like, look, homie, ain't no hunching. You know what I'm saying? Unless you punching that damn clock, you bringing this bread back. Like, if I'm feeding myself, I'm by my mother self. You know what I'm talking about? Like, you give them a reason to be a better man. You push them. You know what I'm saying? You breathe life into them. And for some reason, you know what I'm saying? For some reason, they forget. That's the part about I hate the forgetting. Like it's I'm here, I'm doing this. I know I sent you that way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, now you better than me. Like, and it's
Evo, you forgetting Evo the way you did it. You forgetting that old school New York saying is not what you do, is how you do it. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. motivate me, get me up out the bed, but you don't got to break me down. That's how you get quote unquote broken people who, I guess, I don't know.
That's not
I don't
breaking you
break
down.
you. I
I'm
don't break
motivating you
it.
to get out the bed. A lot of y'all dudes don't
But,
like to work, and I'm just gonna be honest. A lot of y'all
but
dudes don't know where to find good jobs at. A lot of dudes are very like scatterbrained all over the place. And sometimes you gotta lead them in the way. Sometimes you gotta say, yeah, this is good. You gotta do this, and that.
yeah.
And it kind of moves them in the direction they're supposed to be in.
But how you just said
But
it,
when
the
they forget,
difference.
it's a slap in the face. Like, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
the difference in how you just said it though, Evo. You just said you gotta go your New York stuff at first, but then how
Yeah,
you
you gotta
just put it just
aggressive.
now was real gentle. Like, yeah, yo, you gotta go. This is good for you. This is a good look for you. There's a difference in a man's eyes. And you like, yo, y'all lazy ass been working. You ain't been working on that. All you do. There's a
No, I
difference
wouldn't do
between
it that
doing
way.
that fire.
But you
It's
need to what?
blue flame and it's red flame. It's different type of fire you could put under people. You might want to put that fire that the person remember, because not all men leave the person. There's plenty of people who's with the person who they came up with. But unfortunately, a lot of the times people do forget they didn't leave you for no reason. They left you, and this is men and women. They left you because you was mean and nasty. Because on the way up, you was doing little petty stuff, doing little nasty stuff, and they remember that now. Now they looking at you like, I remember when you told me I was a no good piece of. I've been working 10,000
But
days
that's
straight
not
now.
what I'm
Can't tell
talking
me
about,
nothing.
though. I'm not talking about putting them down. Nothing I said was putting them down. It's just letting you know that there's certain standards that you have to adhere to be here with me.
Yeah,
I don't understand. Okay,
I'm just
I don't
talking to the
understand why,
commenters.
Evo, you're dating the unemployed. What? This is insane. In this day and age, with
they don't
Amazon
be unemployed.
They
just
Amazon
before
they don't be unemployed. They just don't be where they need
Before
to be.
you came on, we were saying that we don't understand how you
Here's
date people
Amazon
within
in
your
every
career
because you
field.
said something, Evo. You said that I know you can't shut your face, but in every state there's an Amazon gentleman, so you could just walk in and
shut your
give you
blouse.
they won't let you pee, but you'll have a job, and that's really what matters. There is no excuse to need to be built up at 40. If you need to be built at 40,
that's a problem.
It's too late for you. Die alone, get eaten by a cat. Gentlemen,
you don't know what people's
50 years
situation
old,
was.
trying to be a rapper, I'm gonna need you
to
put
we
your
ain't
kids
doing no
away
40-year-old
or
rapper
whatever.
unless your name is Jay-Z, Sean Carter.
No, I'm talking starting. No, I'm talking starting.
Do y'all know
starting your
when
rap
did
career at
Miss
50,
Culture?
and
Miss
you think you're
Culture.
gonna be?
When did 2 Chainz get his big break?
Can I finish? Is that okay? Can I finish?
When did 2 Chainz? What age was 2 Chainz when he got his big break? You can't tell no. 2 Chainz was 40.
Sir, I didn't.
People been in their 40s and got their big break. You cannot tell
Did
nobody.
I say 40s? Hold on. Did
you
I say
did.
40s?
You just said
I say
that.
40s? If you weren't busy trying to elevate yourself and compete, sir, if you weren't
just
trying
said
to
40.
compete with me, sir, you'd have heard what I was saying.
I'm trying to educate you.
Talking about.
Ladies, it's not a competition, it's education.
And you coming off fancy, sir.
It's education, ladies.
I'm gonna break it down. What she's talking about is starting at 40.
Hold on, Evo. Did y'all get the example? Everybody in the chat?
Yeah.
Did y'all see how he was competing with me, would not let me finish my rant to correct me for something I didn't say? Did y'all see that competition? Did you see that?
Idiocy.
Did it come
Idiocy.
off nasty?
Idiocy.
Did it come on? They should be starting at 40. If he hit it at 40, that meant he was working towards it. A lot of dudes are not even trying. They not going to the studio. You know what I'm saying? They not getting up in front of a show.
I didn't even mention 40.
No.
She said 50.
I didn't mention 40. I mentioned 50.
Go ahead, Lie.
You
Go
were
ahead.
too
Because
busy
it's
trying to
playback. It's playback. I'm not even worried about you. Go ahead.
You're not worried about me, but every time I open my mouth, there you are.
You incorrect. I worry about the people who's listening to you. You incorrect. It's people historically who got their career.
Some rapper in his 40s.
You said 50. You did not say 50, but go ahead. Go ahead. Go.
Sir,
keep on miseducating people.
And I know he's 50 years old.
I would have said that. I would have said keep miseducating people, Lauryn Hill, but I know you don't know nothing about the culture.
Sir,
you wouldn't get it. She wouldn't get it.
You're sassy right now. You're coming off sassy. That's what she
Right?
talking about. It is not a competition.
Ignoring people is sassy, guys.
This can't be a competition when I brought you to this house. There is no way I done brought you into this motherfucking house to meet my friends. And I'm like, hey, nigga, disrespect me every time in front of my girl. Do that, bro. Ain't no way.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, get out your blouse, man. Get out your feelings.
I'm gonna roll into the next clip for y'all, so y'all can see what I'm talking about.
Because now everybody realize what funny is. Get out your feelings. Don't invite people funnier than you places.
Think about this. All right, that rolls into kind of this right here, and then we're gonna talk about something a little heavier. Y'all see this right here? I don't think it came up yet. And let me give shout outs to the Shade Room. I look at so much stuff, right? Also, Black Millionaires. If y'all not, y'all should look at. They got a lot of stuff on that. I found this interesting, right? 1 in every 4 adults will stay single for life, according to a Pew Research study, right? So, damn, could y'all imagine single for life? Could y'all imagine single for life?
I hope y'all are imagining it.
Like that to me, and let me tell you something, there's going to be a lot of us that are going to be single. And it's just like, I don't know how to feel about that. And I'm going to tell you, the only reason I say that, y'all please let me know how y'all feel in the comments, because a lot of us are single now. Like I'm in a relationship, I'm talking to someone, but like, okay, like, I don't know if you're supposed to see like a certain longevity to know that you're going to marriage, or like, you know what I'm saying? Or like, it's single. Anybody that's single, could y'all tell me, how are y'all feeling? Are y'all feeling great about it? Do you feel a certain type of way? Is there anxiety? Is there anger? You get what I'm saying? Because I remember when I was single and I was chilling. I was chilling. Do they put more emphasis on being single than single people actually put on themselves? Like, single people walking out all day like, damn, yo, if I don't have you up, I'm going to be the 1 in 4. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be the 1 in 4 adults trying to figure out what's happening. Like, how does that feel? Yeah, like, is it a feeling? I would love to know. Because
I think I think she should take this, because this might, she might be an expert on that feeling.
Like, y'all,
because at least one of 3 of the people on this panel is going to end up single for life.
Or you're going to keep on droning on? Okay, cool. So I think
nuts in your mouth. These nuts in your mouth.
Yeah, you do enjoy my nuts in your mouth. Thank you. So I think the only people who are worried about single people and what they doing is pathetically miserable people who are coupled up. So someone who is settling for a basic because that's all they can get and all they can keep, then they want to talk about, oh, you're single, that's hard. Or somebody who's stuck in a dead-end marriage where they ain't getting on, then they worried about it. But for the most part, if you married, good for you. You're happy, good for you. You're single, good for you. You're happy, good for you. Like, it don't bother me either way because I'm smiling every day. I don't have to wake up with some snoring weirdo next to me with his meat out. Tell me, hey, you want to do something? No, I could just fart and shit with the door open and play PlayStation, and no one's gonna like lose my place. Like, life is. I can't imagine getting back.
Like I said, y'all, an expert in. Somebody who one of 4 who's happy to be single for the rest of their life, don't got no plans on changing, gonna keep puffing them cigarettes, leaving them plates on her titties when she go to sleep, farting, snoring, doing all the stuff that.
Hey, I think I just talked myself out of not going on my date this week. I got a date tomorrow. I think I just talked myself into staying home.
When you have people who actually are attractive, they have things going for themselves.
I could be home farting tomorrow.
When you're not dating border hoppers and people who just impersonate.
Oh no, it's a white man tomorrow.
Oh,
so you don't have to worry about me dating a Mexican. Okay? Feel better?
I don't.
But the prompt is
I don't worry about. I don't worry about what unattractive person you dating this week. Of course,
what do y'all think about that one right there?
What 4'3" loser you dating this week?
That's true. That's
they
true.
say now. I'm just following up with the story that we going right. So they say study finds single women report higher levels of happiness compared to single men. So I was asking y'all how y'all felt. So now I'm giving y'all the actual answer, to most men and women that are single. You know what I'm saying? How y'all feel about that? So single women are happy, single men are not. Why
single
is
men
that?
lying? Single men lying about not being happy to get that pussy.
Well, single men actually
they getting
are,
that sympathyness. They get that. It's called. I was still talking. Thank you.
My bad.
But
you never paused that long, so I was surprised.
Are you done? We know you have to take long pauses because the breath constraints
Okay,
in your outfit.
Okay, so the
this
facts
is a
are,
person who's actually speaking free of constraint. So anyway,
then why are you breathing
again?
Why is it so tough?
Men are not going to report that they're happy because then it's going to ruin the happiness of all single men. Women don't want men to be happy. Look how hardcore Set trying to get me upset. Nobody's worried about her. You can't break this single man happiness. Break those white men, break those Arabs, break those Mexicans. We sell it. We like that you do that. We a good Hispanic woman who breaking down the races. Please keep doing it, but don't try it with no black man, because Black Jesus gonna always be on my side. Give me the strength. He always gonna give me the strength. You don't know nothing about that. It's a black thing. It's called strength. So yeah.
Oh, God.
I see you had a big meal and it's getting you tired.
So,
go ahead.
According to statistics, single men are committing suicide at higher rates right now. That's how
Black
they know.
men don't commit suicide.
Did you not hear me speaking? I apologized when I cut you off, and then it was my turn. Okay, so now I'm going to state facts and statistics. You can look it up right now. Single men are unaliving because women are done dealing with them. Women rather be single and happy than have to conform to whatever weirdness and insecurity and validating relationship they have to be in. They're like, I'm going to use you, get this baby, get this check, and you could be at your mama house. And we're good with that.
I'll be honest. Women are stopping having babies, even though there are quite a lot of women that's pregnant right now, but not at the rate that they said is normal. But I thought it was like the whole, AB rights and stuff like that. But you never know.
Evo, can I ask you why, if that's the facts, why is it no manosphere person has got as famous?
I gotta check my sound.
Why no manosphere person who's talking to these quote unquote angry single men, why have none of them got as famous or successful as the women and men speaking to women? Is it not that women who are single are making more complaints than men who single? Do we not see examples of this every day?
You know why I'm conflicted when you say manosphere? I think about them road trip boys. What's the road trip boys?
You talk about the passport bros.
Yeah, like I always put
they
them
real happy. That's why we can't let nobody know.
You remember they was coming back with diseases and stuff, and they was going over to date trannies. You remember that?
They was happy. Evo, I don't know what they was.
Remember they faded out.
Happiness look
that
like.
Was why. Nah, you don't hear them no more. They faded out because they was coming back with diseases from sleeping with them boys over there. Look like girls. You remember that?
I love y'all enough to be giving y'all real men, real insight in what real men do. That's the dudes that corset date, go over to Thailand and Asia. Those is the white dudes who go to Asia and date lady boys and stuff. I'm talking about the brothers that's been going to DR, that's been going to Brazil, strapping up. We not telling
Brazil's the highest
telling nobody we happy. They got whole wives out there.
A lot of them are going to transvestites. That's what I was talking about. Transgender. I'm sorry.
Okay. Excuse me. Okay. So here's if you go to the according to the CDC, Males are 4 times higher than females to unalive themselves. I don't know if we can say the S word here. But
no, you can't. No.
And
Yeah,
what are the
that's why
cultures?
they say single women are happier. The single men are going to see Jesus.
You talking about Kris Jenner versus Bruce Jenner?
Good
Are you
Lord.
talking about Kris Jenner versus Bruce Jenner? Yes, Kris Jenner way happier than Bruce Jenner. Bruce Jenner's a woman now. Bruce Jenner is Caitlyn Jenner now. So Bruce Jenner is another quote unquote happy woman. We talk about white men, we talk about black men, man. I thought we was on a black show, man.
Y'all wasn't talking about passport bros?
I'm talking about white passport bros and black passport bros. It's different.
Depressed.
It's always going to be
and a lot of them have
different.
never gone anywhere. A lot of passport bros, it's in their imaginations. They have never gone anywhere. They've never done anything. They stay in my DMs, and
they just talk. Passport bro. Yeah, they never actually travel.
Yeah, I've heard that. Oh my Lord.
They go to Tijuana.
Yeah, I get it.
I've heard
they go to Tijuana, they witness a donkey show, and then they come back and they're like, "Oh my gosh, I spent dozens of pesos."
They see the donkey and then they want you.
Well, you can.
They see the donkey in Mexico and then come back and want you.
You can
let's
travel
let's not bring up your basics, LJ, because them dogs.
You can travel with accuracy.
You all look better than you.
Like, can I say this on your topic, Evo?
Sure.
A bunch of impersonators.
All right. Hey, LJ.
Sorry, Miss D. He found out a white man tomorrow, and he was crashing all the way out.
Oh no!
Nobody care about them.
A date is a date, right?
Nobody care about that marshmallow going to date a marshmallow. You jiggly like a marshmallow, so you should be with a marshmallow. You're Hispanic.
Topic, y'all.
You're Hispanic. Why would I be mad at a Hispanic?
I shouldn't have shared that early.
LJ. Okay, so here's what I was going to say.
I just don't get it. I never get it.
Here's what I was going to say. I'm sorry if I because Texas is a Sahara desert right now. They said it's on the way to New York. Yeah, y'all get that, because it's hot. It's 100 degrees right now. Okay, so here's what I was going to say. When it came to the competitive guy, when you were talking about the competitive guy, no one likes that guy. No one wants that guy. Not the competitive with sports. We love to go golfing with you. We love to go bowling with you. We love all that kind of competition. But it's when you're like competitive, and you try to do it like subliminally or nonchalantly.
Yes.
So I caught your shade, right? And
yes.
I caught you. I'm clocking that you coming for everything that I say, right? So
yes.
I could do a competitive guy is like when if I'm traveling, right? Say if I'm traveling and I'm like, oh man, there was a stop in Amsterdam, right? And it was nice. And I wish I had been able to, I've been to Amsterdam so many times.
Shout out to Amsterdam, yo.
Right, he said, what we doing with that? I was trying to tell you that I had a long layover there and I didn't get to see the area and I missed out on a lot. But they just always throw in, and it's sassy. We expect it from women because that's what we see with women all the time, right?
Yes.
But it's just real sassy to see that kind of competitiveness, so just unnecessarily competitive.
So can I ask y'all all something?
Yeah.
I went through something not too long ago, and I really had to stop talking to a person because they basically was accusing me of stuff that y'all saying. The last conversation we had, that she accused me of quote unquote that she basically, we have a birthday around the same time. So she was saying that she was getting grills for her birthday. So I said, oh yeah, I was thinking about getting me some grills for my joint too. So she oh, you want to put it on my grills? I'm like, all right, cool. You put it on mine, I put it on yours. That's what gifts is about, right? Oh, nah. How is always competitive? You always got something back to say. I said, wait.
Well, that's when they overuse it, right?
What are you talking about? I'm like, yo, wait. When I was a kid, I even got told the story of when the man went out. He brought the blow dryer, but the woman went out and cut her hair, so she didn't have no hair to buy him something. He had I forget if it was a watch that she bought him, but he sold his watch. She bought him a piece of something that he sold, and he bought her a blow dryer, and she sold her hair for it. So it was teaching you as a child about sacrifice and consideration for your partner. But I feel like it's none of that anymore because people are just looking like Because I'm sitting here thinking, like, isn't that the concept of gift giving? If you give somebody something, you automatically taking away from yourself. I could give this to myself all the time. She like, oh yeah, I could just give myself the gift. I could, if I'm putting for yours, why wouldn't I just put that in for mine? That's the concept of
That's
gift giving.
selfish.
Yeah, that was different. And then I automatically take once you let me tell you right now, ladies, when a man is buying, don't bring no argument. If you're going to bring an argument, make sure it's 6 months after you have that gift. Like, I mean, y'all argue at the weirdest times. Like, get the gift, sis.
Yeah, like learn to shut up so you can come up.
Learn your win. No, learn your win. Get the gift, my love. Get the gift.
Yeah, maybe start a fight around the holidays. My cousin, her now husband, every year we knew they would break up, and I would have to like pretend to console her and care. Because anytime Christmas came around, it was broken up from December to after February. And at one point, I was like,
yeah, we're not doing that. That's crazy.
It's always the gift giving time when y'all break up. He just don't want to buy you shit.
That's crazy for letting me keep doing that.
He's overwhelmed because he doesn't have enough to buy her and who he was dealing with something.
Well, no, he just wasn't gonna get a job. He was just raggedy. At the time, he wasn't shit.
We're not doing that.
He'd rather smoke his green.
Like, you go missing around my birthday?
My thing is this.
That's also
they must have not lived. They must have not lived in America.
Behavior. So the narcissistic behavior is like see me, know me, make sure that I'm isolating you away from things and also causing chaos so that you see me, know me. And then February, instead of making it about the gift and you being excited, our narcissist is always going to cause chaos so that it's a horrible day for you. Christmas is always going to cause chaos. So when they're consistently like that, especially when you're with them for like a year or two, then you're like, oh, I got a gaslighted manipulator always causing on, it's my mother's funeral or it's a birthday or it's, like they're always taking critical times that should be about you. And they make negative, chaotic things happen. That is disturbingly narcissistic. And the only therapy available, according to my therapist, the only therapy available for anybody dealing with narcissism is for yourself, because a narcissist is so manipulative and conniving that they will never be able to get the proper help.
Oh, wow. That's why I call him Satan, because that's exactly who he was.
Yeah, there's no one that can fix him, right?
But he could not break me. Like, I was just like,
yeah, there's no therapy for a narcissist. The only therapy for a narcissist is the person's in the environment of the narcissist to go to therapy.
Can you become, do you think you can become a narcissist like you weren't born one?
Environment can create narcissism. Experiences can create narcissism, but they're usually born narcissistic. It's usually genetic.
It's okay too. It's like a negativity. Like, I ain't never felt that type of negativity.
You can feel the energy.
Matter of fact, I did at work yesterday. And again today, but ain't gonna be no tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna get at the Jesus because he held me down today. You know what I'm saying? But I keep being the same negative spirit, and I'm like, let me tell you something. My Jesus is big. You may want to stop there doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the therapy is working. You know what I'm saying?
It works. It works, guys. It works. Yeah.
The one thing my mama used to always say is that your joy is going to irritate a lot of people, demons. You got to be very careful with who you let in your life and who you let get close to you.
Because they don't even know that they're mad at your aura. They don't know that they're upset at your aura. They don't know that they're mad at your joy. They have they are designated and called and designed to test you for the season that you're in. That's it. And sometimes it's just like the movie Fallen. Remember? Where it kept jumping from person to person.
Yeah.
Sometimes the person doesn't even know that it's on them. But they're in your life testing you and testing you and testing you. So it's like it's up to you to do the work. Like literally, my therapist gave me like 8 assignments for dealing with different people and work and stuff. And I was like, man, something's happening in that session where he gave me 8 assignments. I'm used to getting like 1 or 2 pieces.
They will give you assignments. Yes,
why? It's as simple as this.
Yeah, they
exercises, all types of stuff.
Whether you're a man or a woman, getting yourself out of a relationship with a narcissist is as easy as loving yourself enough to do it. Manipulation.
Sometimes. Yeah, manipulation.
Manipulation needs
Cassie
a
on the stand
mind.
today. You hear everything Cassie just said today. It's not easy.
It's not.
It's
That
not
took her
easy.
20 years. Matter of fact, let's talk about that since we
It's
went there.
not easy,
You
D
know what I'm
Shield. It's
saying?
not easy to walk away
No,
from that money, D
depending
Shield.
on how. No, not the
It
money.
ain't
The
easy to
Bible.
walk away from that money,
No,
man. Come
sometimes it's a
on,
lot more than that.
man.
Like it's that pull, it's that fear,
Like I
and
say, you have to love
then
yourself enough to walk
No.
through the door. The door be open. The
I
door
wish it
is
was that easy
open.
for
No, that
everyone
type
out
of
You
there.
can get
negativity
away
will
easy
roast
from a
your whole
narcissistic
spirit.
side
Loving
chick.
yourself. I'm
You
not
don't have
saying
no
loving
real
yourself
shit.
is easy, y'all. I'm
They
not
talking
saying
about
loving
actual
yourself is easy.
relationships, not narcissistic side chick. You could just block a hoe.
Right.
Like
A
we talking
random,
real
yeah.
shit.
I'm not even
Right.
paying attention to her.
All
What
right,
does
so
she know about relationships? I'm
I
talking
got a
about,
couple of
again,
these clips.
manipulation, because that's the topic.
The
A
clips is what
manipulator,
impressed you.
whether it's your friend, whether it's your
Oh,
lover.
I have my notes. Do I need to pull up my notes?
Yeah, please, because let's talk
Right.
about it since we went there. You
Is
know
this
what I'm
a
saying?
video?
And it's another one I want to talk about too, which was like the okay, but you know what? This can be kind of eye for eye. That's the one thing I didn't do. Is give y'all the name of tonight's show, and I gave it to I named it this for a reason. I'm gonna just put it across the screen so y'all can see it like I usually do. And I'm usually on point. I forgot to do that.
The notes are pulled up.
All right. So tonight's show, it is Evo-Isms Live, episode 122. It's an eye for an eye justification. And I know y'all gonna understand from this case and in another case you're gonna talk about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Can let me read this first. Let me, because I got so much to say. And
I
know
can
y'all
definitely.
do too.
Okay, I have the full notes. You know, I'm following since last week, so just let me know.
All right. So this one, because I got a couple of them, right? So y'all know that the first and these shows will make sure I'm right if I'm not. They called this the surprise witness. Everybody knew it was
the first witness.
Yeah, they called a surprise witness, and I ain't never seen a surprise everybody know about. We know about this since last week. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? And this is some of the stuff they said she talked about. She is like 11 months pregnant, which I think was done for a reason.
Right.
I'm just gonna be honest, and we're gonna talk about that, right? So just remember I said that. So this one says Cassie details different freak-off experiences, denies wanting to be urinated on, and more while on the stand. So that's the first one. You know,
you didn't really deny it, but I'll correct that in a minute. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, how y'all feel about that? I got a couple more.
Shade Room might be saying that a little different. That's kind of not how it came out, but I get what they're saying. But she didn't really. No, she said it a little different, Evo.
Oh,
she got peed on.
She said it.
She got peed on. Like the Boondock said.
Okay,
like
so
the
let's do this here.
said. Was they holding her down? Was somebody stopping her from moving? She sat there and got peed on, man.
Watch it, LJ.
I've never heard that though.
You have to say urinate anyway. Calm down.
Pee-pee.
Yeah, I've never heard that.
I'm
That's something new to me.
What's that?
The urinated on. I was like, oh wow.
I know they're
gonna get real dirty with it.
Like you said, Evo, she brought up the baby for a reason.
I thought
she
Diddy
bring
was
out
100.
urination purpose.
I thought Diddy was 100% black. I was like, where'd that come from? Okay.
Yeah, I was like, what is that? Like,
yeah, that comes from the other culture. They do that, right? Okay, so here's what happened, right? So here's day 2. The trial was last week. Got our witnesses. Able to pull the jury. Got the jury. The jury, we have 8 men and we have 4 women, but we'll get to the jury in a minute. Let's just talk about Cassie, what you wanted right now, right? So she's 38 years old now, sitting across from Diddy, 8.5 months. She's 8.5 months pregnant. Now, yesterday, Alex Fine came yesterday. And he was at the courtroom, but then he did come again today. But then they got to the point in her testimony, and Judge Subramanian said, "Look, you know what? Here's what I need you to do. You have to get out because Alex Fine is about to testify. Also, you can't just keep sitting up here like someone told me during the live. They were like that was his personal trainer, also. But Alex is like a trainer to the stars. I just didn't realize that Diddy was one of his clients."
So I told y'all that the first time we talked about this, and she got with his trainer. How do we not know that she's been doing that for years?
So Yeah, so now you're going to see that part in her testimony where she's talking about Alex, right? There's a part where you're like, oh, it was Alex, right? So she says this in her thing, right? They were together for 10 years, according to her. This is what she said on the stand today. They were together for 10 years. He introduced her to Smex's ex, right? He introduced her to that. She says that Puff gave her violent arguments all the time. He was physically abusing her. He stomped her in the head. He was frequently blacking her eyes. She sat there and she talked about the bruises that were on her body. She also had evidence and things like that in her phone, right? She says that the freak off, the Wild King nights, she was in charge of hiring all of the escorts. So it was her job to hire the escorts and to set up all the experiences that were happening. Now, remember yesterday, the first person that testified was someone that was a escort that they had hired and had an experiment with. That's who they had talk yesterday. And he was talking in great detail about how he said yesterday on the stand, Diddy, for the prosecution, but he said, Diddy didn't ask me to do anything that night. Cassie told me to go in my mouth. And then there was a moment when Diddy's sitting in the corner and he's like going at his Vaseline instrument. He was, going with the baby oil at it. And then he did stop and say to her something. He didn't hear what it was. He said, and then Cassie turned to him and said, hey, when you stream that in my mouth, make the stream go slower. Wow. That's yesterday's witness, right? So then she comes and says, yeah, it was me. I hire escorts. I am in charge of setting up the experiences, right? She also said it was a job for us, right? That's what I did for him. So she said when she first got told to do the first freak off, she was confused. Cassie claims that she knew nothing about it. She said she loved Diddy so much. She just like, I love him. I'm going to do this for him because I love him. Evo, where are you on that? Like, I am going to do this because I love him. This is before all the great money and the gifts and everything. I'm doing this for him because I love him. And then
when was it before the money?
As his business partner,
come on.
There was never before the money, though. There was never.
Thank you. When was it ever before the money?
No, I'm talking about not.
He wanted to be the next J-Lo, even though J-Lo went through the trial with him, and Sean had to take the charge.
No,
J-Lo and Sean took the charge. She knew
I'm not
how
talking about the Diddy money, Evo. I'm talking about before they began to profit really well from the Wild King nights.
She's profiting.
But it's Diddy.
Evo,
I know, but she just didn't know it was
agreed to it if she wasn't profiting.
So in the beginning, he had to show her how to do it because she says she loved him. She felt, I'm going to just do this because he wants me to. The defense talked already in the opening statement about how she's constantly jealous of Kim Porter. So she brilliantly shared, I was actually jealous because I wanted to be exclusive with Diddy, but he was always about Kim. Kim was the main. So she kind of is like confessing that she had this jealousy. Smart move, the prosecution being real smart with
humanized herself.
Yeah, right.
That was a genius move.
She says, but I loved him and I wanted to do this. But he would control once they started, getting into it. He would control the resources in her life. He was blackmailing her by filming all the encounters, she says. But the jury watched her phone today. They watched the filming that she had on her phone today, not Diddy.
What? Let me tell you something. This is a RICO trial. What is it? RICO and trafficking. She should be a part of that RICO.
I'm wondering why.
That baby.
I think they're setting her up. I think they're setting her up, and when that baby pop out, they're gonna be like, clink, clink.
No, if she's testifying, she got a deal. She's testifying, she got a deal.
She got it.
Well, that's the first
deal.
Yes. Somebody.
And that deal included telling her, throwing him all the way under the bus.
Yeah.
That's how it. That's how RICO. That's how indictments work. They find somebody who is usually involved heavily, who's guilty beyond measure, who made a deal, who said, I'm going to make this deal so I can get and nothing that I'm saying is going to be brought back on me, right? I'm telling everything. I was the madam. I was curating everything. I was telling them pee fast, pee slow, urinate fast, urinate slow. But Diddy taught me this, like you. But I'm
putting it all on him. I heard all this nastiness from him. But she did say that they were always under the influence.
I'm in the lingo. D-Shills, you said that she claimed it was for love and it was out of jealousy.
Right.
Maybe that is today's world is a genius move in the legal system because they give
For the
women so
defense.
many outs when it comes to the passions of
Opportunity.
love. But
Opportunity to leave.
like I
Yeah.
said earlier, if you want to bring it about love, I said earlier you have to love yourself more to get away from a narcissist. If you
Right.
claiming this is a narcissist, all you saying is, "Oh, I loved him so much. He told me I was the side chick. He told me that Kim was the main, but in order for me to stay
And
around, he
Kim
needed
goes,
me to."
Kim, her thing before she passed away is like, we do this. You know, we bring the men in, we bring the girls in, we bring everybody in. This is what we do. So there was no confusion from Kim about the type of man that she had. She understood that this is what they were mutually attracted to each other for.
And
So
they've been
that
doing
is
it
how
for
y'all
years.
before it comes
Kim
into the
didn't want him though.
threesome.
Kim didn't want Diddy. That's the funny thing about that. Kim did not. Kim tried to have so many relationships.
Times to leave.
Oh, yeah, and he loved Kim. He was not letting Kim go.
That's why he got rid of her. That's why he got rid of her, because he cared about that.
You know, I'm starting to
She
wonder.
loved he.
I'm starting to wonder, did
She
someone
loved
jealous?
he. How
I'm
he
starting to
loved
wonder,
she
did
and she
someone
don't love
jealous go
he?
in there that day? So who was in the driveway with Kim that day? And was it an angry girl who couldn't have him because she wanted him for herself? We do not have to keep saying that Diddy did it. Cassie's very
Now
capable.
we get into the Kim Porter unaliving.
But Cassie wasn't going to do anything without.
Now
him
we
telling her. When you under somebody's control like that, you under their control.
Oh no! Now Diddy got Cassie to unalive Kim Porter.
I didn't say
What are y'all
Diddy did it.
saying
I
right
said
now?
I said an angry ex. I said like snapped, like the TV show Snapped.
You
like,
said an angry ex, and then Corsette said
has nothing
Cassie
to do with
wouldn't do that without Diddy, like it was a mob hit.
Well, nobody would do that without being controlled. I don't think women will have that in them.
No, they do. That's the only thing. Like
women do it all the time.
Women
Women do it throughout history to get that #1 spot. What are you talking about?
They do.
Okay,
men and women do.
Conversation
men
is
and women do things. Let me just, because y'all always know I say men and women. Men and women. When you are ambitious, y'all just said it don't happen all the time because of your environment. I learned doing fingerprinting before. Your fingerprints sometimes, or most, let me not misconstrue the information, but your fingerprints divulge things about your personality. And your fingerprints, I'm just saying this to piggyback off what y'all said, sometimes you could be a narcissist in the womb. That stuff is not always necessary. It says that you keep on playing with yourself and it's soggy.
No. So listen,
you keep digging you keep licking your finger from the cheese sauce, then
Richard
playing
just
with
made
yourself.
a comment, and Richard said that it's crazy that someone would do that for love, right? No, but listen, he said, but that's the thing about the for love part. Cassie, prosecution forward, Cassie and Cassie are saying, I was under the influence of what did she say? Cocaine. I was under the influence of X. I was under the influence. Like she, right? They welled the war and they were angry and going at each other and stuff. So she also may have made a lot. Keep bringing that up as a prosecution, and then the defense keep bringing it up. People are making decisions, which will then bring this down from RICO and sex trafficking to this is a lesser charge at this point. These are people that made some bad decisions. Like
what will make it a lesser charge?
Because this is not trafficking when Cassie says I was in charge of hiring the escorts.
Yes.
So there's very few victims that will say I hired
the madam. She was a madam.
Can you let her finish, bro?
Yeah, because she's getting somewhere with this one.
No, like, but you get what I'm saying? Yeah. So this is like, she's like the in charge person. That word you just used, the madam, right? She's in charge. So the girls underneath her can go and they can claim, hey, I was brought in. Hey, I didn't want to do this, whatever. But Missy saying that she was so in charge, she's trying to get her kudos. Like I was the lady, I was the it. But
can I talk to y'all real quick? Can I talk a little high? Evo-Isms. Evo-Isms. Can I talk a little pimpism real quick? This is what y'all not understanding. She was the madam, but she wasn't the bottom B. Kim was the bottom B, and she always went that spot. She was always
the main. She was the main.
That's the bottom B. That's a bottom.
Kim had a kid, so she definitely be the main.
She was a bottom B. And
So what?
Cassie
What
wanted
he
that
really
crack.
love too.
Well, when you look
Cassie
at the
wanted
when you
that.
look at the
love.
Essence magazine, when you look at the Essence magazine and the Ebony spread with the Diddy family, with the Combs family on the spread, and you go deep and you read into that interview, you'll see in the interview. I remember reading it years ago, right? So
Years
in the
ago.
interview, she's like, "Diddy, I know he's with J Lo. I know he's running around. I know he's doing what he's doing. That's Kim." But she was like, "I promise y'all, the man loved me, and he's gonna settle down with me one day." And we were all talking about that magazine article for weeks on end back then.
I
Like, we
remember
were
it.
like, what is
I
she
was there.
saying? What is
But
she
you
saying?
gotta remember who Kim was. Kim
Yeah.
was the
Could have
woman that
anybody.
he could do business with. He could take. She was a model. She was
She was
beautiful.
a
She
real
was
New
great.
York
And
woman.
this is another one. Men won't say this. Out of all the kids that Diddy had with Kim, those were his favorites. You gotta remember.
Right.
That son looked just and yo, this is a
That
clip.
baby looks
When
like
I
him.
tell you, I'm gonna break this down because I've seen this happen a million times with men in my life. They have favorite children. Kim had 3 of his favorite
They
children.
look like him. They look like him.
Yeah, yes, that
They
one
look
that
like
do
her,
the
him
dance,
and
what's his
her.
name?
Yeah.
Christian.
Yeah.
I don't,
Christian,
that's
Christian,
his name.
yeah,
That's him.
they look like him. And the
And
twins
the
look
two
like
girls.
her.
That was
The
his
2
favorite
girls
woman.
that are now they are models just like their mother. That is his
Right.
those are
And I tell
3
people all the
favorite children.
time, Kim is the one that was never going anywhere.
Yep.
J-Lo is the one that got away. Cassie is the one that he replaced when she got away. And then Cassie is the one that had to move around when he needed to make bigger things happen with Young Miami. People can like it, hate it. That's the life of Diddy.
And
That's
Cassie
the
may
life.
be a little scorned because she wasn't the one.
Well,
And thank you. Now you 30. Now you in your 30s. I didn't make you the star that Young Miami is making herself to be. You don't have no work ethic. Yeah, I'm telling her the same stuff I'm telling you, but she's still getting out here and making these albums drop. She's making these appearances. Again, you was
Speaking of
always
albums,
number
Cassie
2.
said she wrote 100
She thought she was
songs
gonna
for
be
him and
number
Martin.
1 when Kim Porter passed away. She said, "Oh, now this young
Yeah,
black
let's talk
chick
about that
is
too.
coming, and now she's gonna be the new Kim Porter." Nah, now I'm gonna sue you. Now I'm gonna get at your money because I know that's what really hurt you.
Okay, D,
You know,
say
we
that
gonna
again.
talk
We
about
missed
both
it.
of those. Let's talk about both of those. 'Cause
I know,
wanna
I
bring that
know.
up.
What did
He
Miss D just
signed
say?
Cassie to a 10-album deal. Did y'all see any of them?
Okay,
albums?
so she says that he
That
promised
was
her
a
10
that was a
albums.
deal at that time.
She
That was a
talked
regular
about
LJ,
deal.
let her finish.
She talked about that on the stand today. She said that he promised her 10 albums and he didn't deliver. Also, she says that she wrote 100 songs, not just for herself. She also wrote for other artists, and she's never been compensated for it. Now, we can't act like Sean P. Diddy Combs is not one that has to take years to compensate Mary J. Blige. You know, we are not acting like he doesn't know how to compensate Jodeci.
He don't like
What
the
are you
pay.
talking now?
Diddy tight as hell.
Listen.
That's a tight ass. He cheap as hell. He don't like the pay. So
Thank
what she
you.
thought? She was getting the
Hold
royal
on.
penis. What else did she think
Can
she
I-
was gonna get?
That
Can
was
I
the
say
thing.
something?
That
Can I
was
say
the thing.
something?
Yes.
It's not only that, it's the fact that this, Evo, it's common business practice in the industry that you're in. If you sign certain contracts, you are getting paid on the back end. If you do not go out and that's why these artists be on the road. This is why these comedians be on the road, entertainers be on the road. They say the money is on the road because and especially 50 Cent
When they
came
do the
in.
tours.
Exactly. That's why when
Money
50
is on the
Cent
road and the
came,
money is on
they
TikTok
started
now.
doing 360 deals
Yeah,
because
yeah.
they said, oh, the way he's touring, the way he's doing other stuff, we have to start getting money because these artists are getting smarter. They're getting money other ways. Now we have to start digging in their pockets. Cassie is a victim of herself and her own greed and not getting the proper lawyers to get involved because, again, like you said, she was getting the royal penis, so she thought she was gonna get the royal contract.
Right,
You got a standard bad boy contract, and now you're mad because you look at Faith Evans, look at, like you said, look at Mary J. These are women who wasn't getting the peen, and they still say, hey, it took a Diddy a little while to give me the money. You look at some producers, Stevie J, he came up under Clive Davis. He came up under other big major record labels that taught him this is how you tie up the money, and you keep the money same way it was with banking. You keep the money in house until you have to distribute it. You distribute what you do with advances, and then you make them owe you off the advances. Then in the verbiage in the contract, you can stop yourself from paying them even further, because you can say, "Oh, I paid you the advance. Now we got to work out what we got to work out. We got to work out the differences. What you did on tour, what you spent on tour. Give us a couple months. You're gonna get your money though. We got the money for you. We just got to make sure the money is right, because we got to do."
Well, that is it.
He
The
didn't
artist
let her
was
The
record.
rich stay. That's how the rich stay rich.
He didn't
That's
want
how
to
The
be
issue
famous.
was
He
he
didn't
did
want
not let her record any songs and any albums. I think they said she got one album out, and he
And we're just
would
gonna-
not let
yeah,
her
and-
in the studio to do the other albums.
And
That's
how
What do
why
you
she didn't go back in
mean?
after
Would not
that.
let her in the studio?
Because
Yeah,
when
and
you're married to somebody,
how brilliant is it to go ahead and talk right now? It's so on time for a record label to do marketing business. I mean, I wasn't able to do my album now, and when everyone looked up my net worth the year that everything happened, I was worth $1 million, and now I am worth $4 million. And I hate to keep saying it, but my album's coming out after I bumped this baby out, and my album's coming, and my album, and yeah, he hurt me in my album. They're promoting the hell out of that Cassie album.
no.
Nobody wants to hear Cassie. We don't want to hear her when she was hot.
If
Me
I
and you
hope
was
y'all-
on that album.
I hope y'all
listen
feel
to the
like
album
this.
song. If
I
she
hope
don't
y'all
sing
feel-
every song about Diddy right now, nobody wants
cares.
to hear it. And I'm pretty sure there's some type of NDA or something. She
Even
can't
the
say
song
it
with
to
her and
back
Puff.
right
Remember
now.
the song with
Anybody
her and
is,
Puff?
especially anybody black.
Remember
So
the
my
song with
thing
her
is
and
this.
Puff?
She had a
Nobody
song.
want to hear that hoe.
Yeah.
And let's talk about this dude
And
right
that's fire. That was one of her most fire songs.
In the song, he told her, "You are just a side."
Yeah,
But
she
look
been
at this.
a side of fries for 20 years.
Yeah.
Look how
Let's be, and the fact they making her such a victim now is blowing mine.
Man,
And it's
it's
been
hurtful
blowing
to
mine.
see
And I'm gonna
because
tell you why. Because
if it was anybody else that we didn't know the story of, but we are so invested in
the
knowing
way
about
she
them.
ended up is blowing mine. When I found this
Yeah.
out, it just threw her totally out the window in my book. This right here is gonna come up. It is what bothers me about that. You know what I'm saying?
Alex,
You've been with this man for
This-
20 years. You
and
love
then you
him.
get with
He's
his
your
personal
everything.
trainer.
But you end up with his trainer. And
Isn't
then
it
all of
very-
a sudden there's a lawsuit. Y'all get $4 million.
Well, they were
or
only
whatever.
together 10
I
years,
think
yeah.
they set Diddy up. I'm always feel like that. I don't care.
Yo,
It
y'all
was
should
too
be checking.
perfect. How she just landed to the other and then landed to the white guy. It was just too perfect. They probably had been plotting that for a long time. Don't this sound like some white people stuff that's going on right now?
I was just about to
No, it
say,
sounds
you
like
know who
people
set this
working-
president? If you know who really set this president, it's Tom Brady's wife. Tom Brady's wife ended up with the money and the trainer and everybody making fun of Tom Brady. That man got so many Super Bowls, it's sickening. And everybody right now making fun of him because of the roast where everybody talking about the fact that
Can I say this?
he
When it
gave up
comes
the
to
money.
Diddy,
And I just want to finish
when
with
it
this
comes to
real
Diddy,
quick, D-Shows. Let me just finish with this.
talking about
This is a
Tom Brady.
very dangerous precedent that's been set, because now you starting to hear even Kerry Washington is starting to come out. Oh, I wasn't the one who wanted this, Beyonce. They wrote that song for me. They made me go in there and write it, because what they did was they said that I might never ever work again. Now you making, if you set this precedent that your decisions aren't your own, everybody is going to be suing every company.
Can I come in for just a second? And I'm going to say this.
I was finishing with that.
Okay, so I'm going to say this. Shout out to Carrie Hilson, because one of my good friends is her bodyguard. Y'all work. They out there working. Support the new album. Shout out to Carrie. And I understand what Carrie is saying. And that was a really legit incident that happened to her. It's unfortunate that she has to talk about that before this tour. But that really is a legit incident that happened to her. And it's just like Cassie in a sense where somebody's saying, and she admits, she said, my career or no career.
Oh my God. They did it to the Locks too. They did it to countless
They also did it to Anne Marie. They said Beyonce and Jay-Z, they did it to Anne Marie too the same way.
But I'm saying this is the industry. This is the industry.
They don't like competition.
But it doesn't make it okay. That's the thing. Let me tell you something, LJ, that's going on with this trial. what the government is going to show the industry with this trial, see, they're not talking about the main person that allowed this even to be, right? Because he's 91 years old and they know he's about to drop. But what Clive Davis has done to the industry.
Dead. Ain't he dead?
No, he was just he was just at dinner the other day running from the paparazzi. But listen,
devils live forever.
That's true.
He was just running from the paparazzi. But listen, he said, I can't deal with Diddy because he's angry. He's got a lot going on. I don't want to deal with this. So he set him up for greatness because he says, look, I'm going to make you in charge over here. And he puts him in this executive position. Diddy comes with the connections. And then his bodyguard goes, well, I got money from them streets. So the bodyguard gives him money to start Bad Boy. And it's out of control after this. And now, because if you look at every label, every record label is a subsidiary of what label? What label? Where do they all come? Where does T.I.'s label come from? Where does
Atlantic or Universal? It's three different major.
All of the labels come from the Rockefeller money. The Rockefeller money goes on forever, and it all comes from Clive. It all connects back to Clive. They all are third party.
All American money come from the Rockefeller family. What are you talking about?
No, listen.
That's American.
Well, that's
why the Rockefellers always gonna be the Rockefellers.
That's true, but they will be around for decades. But listen,
I was trying to bag me a Rockefeller, man.
Label,
she was white.
T.I.'s label is a third party of Clive. Jay-Z's label, third party of Clive. Diddy's label, third party. I mean, every other label. But then Bad Boy comes along, and he I don't know what kind of deal we're working out with each other, but I know your secrets because I used to work right up under you. So I'm gonna get my own thing. I'm gonna be Bad Boy.
Got two big.
If you want to be historically accurate, he was under Aaron Hall.
I know Aaron Hall. I know, but I'm just saying. But they pushed him out the way. Aaron and Clive say he was too angry. Too much was going on. Too many threats. Too many lawsuits. We can't deal with this. So let him. Yeah, we're encouraging Bad Boy.
Evidence on everybody because Diddy. They say he's angry because Diddy was recording everybody. He was doing the smart
admits
thing.
Right now that he's been sober, he admitted the defense opened up on Monday. Diddy admits that he has a temper, an anger problem. He knows that he has a temper. He knows that he has been told he's not fully aware of how violent he was under the influence of, because he stayed under the influence on a continuous basis all day long for months and years on end. And that's how his addiction got worse. But now that he's sobering up, he's seeing himself. And that's a good move for the defense. I think
he never watched all these tapes. His house got cameras on camera. You mean to tell me he never once saw himself?
You mean to tell me she never saw herself getting dragged around? You mean to tell me she never felt the bruises? You mean to tell me she never stopped herself and said, I'm getting other young girls and young men?
He said what he said. Diddy said what he said. He said he didn't know. He said he didn't know.
Can I finish? We can't even hear Evo.
Here she goes. Just say what you gotta say. That's why no black man want to deal with you. Just say what you want to say.
Y'all are crazy.
It is not a competition every time I open my mouth. There's enough love, respect for everybody, sir. Chill out. When Evo spoke, Evo ain't speaking. Evo opened her mouth. LJ, you was in her mouth. She's being polite today. So I'm gonna be the sergeant at arms in the room. When Evo speaks for everybody, not just for you, LJ, for everybody, we gonna be quiet when Evo speaks.
Okay, I didn't see Evo speaking. I didn't see you talking. I didn't see you talking. I didn't see
Miss D, you ain't cut off.
I just wanted to jump. I wanted to say I can understand how he didn't watch it back.
Right.
Because I'm gonna be honest, when this first started, and I was very like, okay, I gotta see how I was. I gotta see if I can do things better. And you know what I'm saying? Because I used to flip all the time on this shit. You know what I'm saying? I used to just wow out. And people be like, yo, you really said that? Yo, you really did that? Are they even talking to you again? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is there going to be another show? And after a while, once I got to therapy, I was like, oh, I don't need to look at it back. I know what happened. I was there. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even watch them back no more. Even when I clip them up, I got a system now that clips them up for me. I just put them in the computer and it clips it up for me. I ain't even got to watch them no more. You know what I'm saying?
But Evo, you're not a weirdo. We know he's a weirdo. He's into that kind of shit. He gonna rewatch it to enjoy the
I
show.
mean, he's a child. He's a 4-year-old child. And look at the picture of when he's 4 years old, right? I'm finding out at 4 years old that my father is unalived, and finding out y'all all seen American Gangster. You understand where his father came from. And I know that my daddy is a part of that group of people, right? And I'm finding out in early in life who I am. And at 4 years old, mommy has me dressed up in my chains, looking like a full pimp, like a gangster. And I'm also seeing things and admitting the roommate that's in hiding admits in the documentary, remember, that he showed all the pictures of growing up in the house with when his mom moved in with Diddy's mom. And all the things that they were going through when they were growing up, and how he was amazed that a 4-year-old able to gamble, walking in and out of rooms. They would sneak, and open doors, be like, "Ooh, what we just see mom and them doing?" Like they saw a lot of stuff. Wasn't his mom a prostitute? All of that built up when they were in the house watching the gambling, the smegs, people in different doors and bedrooms. They saw a lot. And that's
his mother was a prostitute, so he's
and that's kind of almost what the roommate, his good friend, is almost saying that without saying that, but he's in hiding. So I understand why he doesn't want to say it, but he actually is supposed to be coming to the trial. So I can't wait to the day that he talks, because he's going to unpack a lot about not telling you to empathize with anybody that's done anything harmful to hurt people, but I'm saying, what if he didn't have therapy tools, Evo? Someone should have helped that child when he was 4. That's why all that anger built up.
Yeah.
Like nobody was helping that baby.
Okay, good. And now you get to pay for it. Now you get to pay for it. Because if poor people can't get away with it, neither should you.
Yeah.
Black people definitely can't get away with it.
Nobody can't get away with shit.
There's a lot of people that get away with it.
Nobody black can get away.
That shoot up schools that get away with it.
Right. Nobody black can get away with it.
So he can't get away with this.
We can't get away with jaywalking.
That's why he was building up. That's why he was building up the evidence that made people feel like he was aggressive. As a black man, I'm talking to y'all. I've been in corporate jobs where I've literally been out with people. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm that type of dude. Oh, you kissing the employee, huh? Oh, I'm just taking a selfie, bro. I'm just taking a little selfie, man. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy in here. I'm looking like,
that's not right.
Play with me and watch what happens. I didn't have to be in those situations where I had to pull people to the side. It gets very murky when you're dealing with these 6-figure people in these positions that they do not want to let go. And they talking about 7-figure, 8-figure figures that I'm admitting I've never been in the room with. And if I was in the room with them, we wasn't talking about business. So again, I'm sitting here just saying, these people did not love themselves enough to say, you know what, in this moment, because again, I've said on this platform, I was working in New York with artists. I had my own label looking to start something, hoping that I was building a platform masterpiece style where I could eventually tell people I have enough in equity that I don't need y'all for nothing but distribution. I would literally, part of my artist development would be to sit down and tell my artists, if these people come to you, they're going to come to you. Not if, it's going to be when. And they're going to try to, I called it, tell you, go under the table. Whatever that might be, is going to be different forms of go under the table. But they're going to try to get you. Exactly. They're going to try to put you in this position. That's what we're building against, so we don't have to do that. It's a hard thing to do, and that's why you don't hear these type of things from certain labels, but then you do when you hear, like D Shields was saying, a lot of these majority, probably 90% of these labels are subsidiaries, because you don't want to be an independent. Nowadays,
there's not enough money to be independent.
Nowadays, Nipsey Hussle and certain like Young Dolph, when you in certain markets, when you in the Californias, when you in the Memphises, when you in the New Orleans, you have a different market, and you have a more loyal market, so you could get more money. being independent when
But
you can
even then,
come
you're
a
going to
different
be
way.
the Meg Thee Stallion and bump off to Jay-Z,
And you're
because
still
even
doing
then you're not getting
exactly
the kind of money that at independent. It's just like me being an independent
distribution.
publisher.
It's
Somebody
distribution,
told me the other
Lucians.
day, they said, "Oh, you make so much money from your books." I'm like, girl, like an independent publisher makes no money from books. You know what I'm saying? The
Yeah,
only
when you
person
do
that
it
makes
yourself,
money from books is like you're an overnight success when you're first of all, when you're famous and you put a book out, like you're going to be a New York bestseller when you're Beyonce's
Or
mother, right?
tell-all.
But you
Right.
have to have a publishing or a tell-all, superhead. Like you have to have a publisher
Throw
to
some
help you
dirt.
know.
Mhm.
Yeah, but you still need a publisher to push it out there. Like it's so much more
Absolutely.
money
Advertise.
that smaller labels just really can't access them kind of funds.
And
And it's
even if
designed
you
that way on purpose.
exactly, even when you look,
Guys, I want to
back,
move on because I didn't know it was so late. I want to get to this last story, right?
because I was about to start talking about
This
Wu
one is
Tang
a
and
little
everything.
touchy right here.
When you said Master P, I was like, yeah, because he was putting them out the trunk. I have a really funny
Yeah.
Master P story.
I saw my
love
cameras
Master
that
P
way.
like forever, right? And I went to an event, and they were saying, "What's the funniest story where you're able to get into an event?" And I was at an event in the 90s, not telling my age or nothing. I was still, I'm still young, but I was at an event, and it was a car kind of show, and Master P's there, and I'm like, I want to get in. So I'm at the door, and he was like, well, how are you getting in? And I was like, you see this ring? And I had like a basic ring on my finger, and I'm like, I'm clearly Master P's wife. And that dude was like, well, I don't know. And I was like, oh, so now you disrespecting me? Let me get P on the phone. So that dude let me in. I enjoyed myself. I was in VIP.
I tell y'all what, I didn't know it was almost 10 o'clock. I got an early
Oh,
morning
y'all's time
tomorrow.
is so different from mine. Sorry.
Yeah, I didn't know. I'm looking. I didn't know it was 10 o'clock. All right, so I tell you what, the next Evo-Isms, I want to bring up something, and it's very like emotional though. We're gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? I have worked it out so I can have another show on Saturday. You know what I'm saying?
Well, with your schedule, yeah.
Because when I tell you my schedule has changed all the way around. The Monday show. I gotta tell y'all about the Monday show. We're gonna have to move that Monday show. I get home late almost every Monday now, and I'm scrambling and scraping and yeah. So we're gonna have to move that to another day. I don't know if y'all want to move it to the weekend or what. I was told that they like Evo-Isms because they could look at the clips. And I was thinking about bringing that maybe to a Saturday so we could have 2 episodes of that or figure out
whatever makes your schedule. Like 2025 is about our self-care, right? Like I come on a very unpopular time in the middle of the day when everybody's at work. I can only count on people highlighting the clips later and hoping that they see it. People aren't going to catch me live, because but do what's your self-care, do what's your best time and what works for you, and take care of you, because I remember this game when I was in it 7 nights a week, Evo.
Yeah,
like called Battle of the Sexes. I was exhausted.
Yeah, and then having a full-time job, and it's a lot. Then my business, and so we just gonna have to move the days around a little bit. But let me tell y'all something about Mondays. I've been watching the numbers on Mondays. A lot of people don't come to the Monday show. I wanted to talk about something. We didn't get
that might be an off day.
There's the end. I wanted to talk about the game. Okay. It's all right. Well, I'm gonna get that on. Talk about it. We can talk about it Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Because I really want to talk crazy. I'm gonna just talk crazy on the weekend. Because we gotta talk. You know what I'm saying?
We got our sports.
New York.
We have our sports in the way right now too.
Evo, wait for it. You got to wait.
Yeah, because I want to.
You can't be too.
But look,
it's better that you don't. Promise you.
Evo-Ism show. I'm gonna try it on Saturday, like they've been asking me. Hey, I said okay, because I'm gonna tell you, the Monday show is like it's like a crash out, but we can always move that to another day. You know what I'm saying? We used to Monday, but let me tell you something about Monday. Y'all watching sports on Monday?
We're into sports right now.
Really come in here on Monday.
Watching sports right now.
Like y'all watching sports, y'all was watching football, and I was able to hold their attention. Now they got the NBA. You know what I'm saying? It's so much happening on Monday. I've been wanting to move that show, but now that I can't even make it. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm coming in here, it's close to 10. Ain't nobody starting no show at 10 o'clock. Everybody getting ready for the next day. You know what I'm saying? So
y'all gotta show more
move that show. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna figure out how to do it. I'm gonna figure it out. Y'all give me some suggestions on what day that show could be on. We're just gonna move it to another day. But y'all do not come in here on Monday. Like I've been watching. Y'all do not come in here on Monday. You know what I'm saying? And I know of another reason why y'all don't come on here on Monday. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't say it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't us. It's a network thing. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely understand that.
I like to have like I said, I like to be. I'm not gonna say. I was about to let my age show. I do like to get into beds, but I do like to. But I wanted to cut you. Like I missed a whole week with you, so I'm like, okay, all right. I did kind of get some extra rest. I mean, so like, but it is hard to do the nights though. It is hard to do the nights. Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest. Like a lot of, and I know a lot of people got to get up early, like me. So after a while, when it gets to that 10 o'clock. People kind of wander. It's like, I'm ready, girl, get ready for bed. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, I understand that. So, I mean, we had 2 hours. We talked about the Diddy trial. You know what I'm saying? And I got a lot more I want to cover. I'm going to just cover it Saturday. Hopefully, I got some more to add to it.
And people keep saying, why are we talking about Diddy on podcasts? But remember, there's no cameras.
Everybody talking about Diddy.
If we had the cameras, we would be watching all day long like OJ. But
yes. It's nowhere you can go on YouTube right now and they're not talking about Diddy. I'm just going to put that out there.
I mean, because
I watched so many Diddy previews before I got up here. It was crazy. I said, oh, okay, we're going to fall right in line. I'm going to be honest, that topic right there wasn't about, it had a little bit to do with Diddy, but it was about something else. But we're going to cover
the narcissism.
Saturday. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna cut, but this eye-to-eye justification. If you're not gonna say that Cassie ain't doing no eye for eye, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of eye for eye going on.
It seems petty. It's that petty win. It's that petty win.
Yeah, it's petty as hell. It's petty as hell. You got your money now. You want to come on the trial too? Now his charge should be, domestic violence. Why is it RICO and sex trafficking?
Yeah, like it should have went to the state court first, and then to federal, and then to Supreme Court. So going all the way to federal is disturbing me. I see a judge frustrated. I predicted already a million times. I predicted the judge is going to throw it out. It's too messy.
Yeah, it shouldn't even be.
I already said, be prepared.
That's a home and had your baby. Why are you up here trying to ruin this man's life even more?
Yeah. This case is going to get thrown out. They can revisit it in 2027 when they can present something that's not this messy. This is messy.
Yeah. It's crazy. She should be done. She got her money. It should be over. I don't understand why she's still there. But that's some women are petty. They will try to destroy you. And she definitely trying to take a RICO charge. You know what I'm saying?
I only want to say two things. I come on here not because I want to compete with y'all, because I want to be a part of the competition with y'all, with everybody else. That if it's the NFL, if it's the NBA, I'm here because I'm part of the team. And y'all could sometimes look at competitive dudes and demonize it, but I'm just letting y'all know y'all got a competitive person. Y'all got a competitive man who's working with y'all, not against y'all, right in front of y'all face.
No, that's positive.
Relationships.
Yeah, we're talking about relationships.
We're
talking about intimacy. We're talking about literally someone that you're intimate with, and then they are coming at you toe for toe for everything.
Yeah.
It moves different. Yeah.
That's a form of petty too, but that's more like relationship type thing. Yeah, this, we come together. We are, I'm saying, social media family, community. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's something different. Ain't no competition in what we do.
Ain't no competition in these podcast streets. There's room for all of us. One thing that we have to understand, I can guarantee you what we have learned from the Diddy trial, they about to push all them out, and it's going to be a lot of room for all of us. Because everything that messed up in the 90s, they got to go.
Yeah.
What I was about to say is this. Second thing, first, just to comment on what y'all said, I was just comment, Piggy, shouting out the brother. The brother that y'all podcast brother is just giving people an example of a healthy, competitive man in your life who don't want to compete against you. They want to compete with you, not with you in opposition, but on the same team as you. Well, who's LeBron is who's LeBron. That's a whole nother thing. But the second thing I wanted to say is Diddy's getting off. And I can't wait for the album, baby. I can't wait.
Not just the album.
The album gonna be fire.
He walking home. He gonna go
be
live
taking
on
us back.
Instagram.
He gonna like, take that.
He gonna break Instagram when he do that first
Don't
live.
you go hold me down. Oh no.
Yeah. Oh man. Because it's crazy.
It's not worshiping him like people think. It's just so wrong. And he's not the only one. And if you're gonna take people down for what they're talking about, everybody needs to go down, not just Diddy. Cassie goes down, Diddy goes down, everyone goes
everybody
down.
Should
or
go down.
Throw it out.
The system need to go down.
That's true. Your love should take your ass to jail. That's what it should be. You love him so much, then go to jail with him. You ain't gonna do that. You're sitting there with the white man. Yeah, I'm saying, talking about, trying to stop from going. That's why you have them damn babies. Because I'm like, oh, she's just conveniently pregnant. That's amazing.
No, she can't. As soon as she saw him get arrested, she was like, "Come get it, come get it."
Yeah.
She
was
wanted
before
to
that.
show up in court. She wanted to show up in court and get that.
Before that.
That look that he did today. He went.
Yeah.
It was before they did.
I was like, come on.
It was before he got caught. That's why she 11 months pregnant. They was trying out the neck brace on her. They said it don't look right. It been too long. You can't. The neck brace don't look quite right. You want to wear the makeup and stuff.
And all
right?
this so funny.
They said maybe if you get a little bump.
Beyonce had a fake belly. Why come we don't think that this is a fake belly? Why are we so convinced that this is?
Because she Hispanic. Because she Hispanic. That's why. We know they fertile.
So wait, did she not want to get pregnant by Diddy, or would he beat the babies out of her? What happened?
No, he
didn't want to get her pregnant.
He probably ain't want no babies.
He didn't want no Hispanic baby.
Why would you have?
Why would you want Hispanic
Why would you have
baby?
more children when you have 7? He has 7. He's at the lucky
Beautiful
number.
black baby.
Already.
He have 7 beautiful black children. Why would he want a mixed
He just
race?
had that little baby. He had a little baby before.
Yeah, his hands are full at number 7. She's a baby.
Why would he want? Why would he want a baby?
So
why would he want
another woman?
So
why would he want a baby?
By him? She refused.
Why would he want a baby with a woman who's Hispanic who cannot teach a black child how to be a black child?
Well, she's mixed. Cassie is mixed, you guys. Cassie is mixed.
I don't think he wanted no baby.
All Hispanics is mixed, D-Shills, but that don't mean you want no Hispanic raising your black baby because they don't know that they mixed. They don't know that they mixed.
Asian? Wasn't she Asian that had the last baby? Wasn't she Asian?
She was something else.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted one by Cassie. They had 20 years. Like,
the girl that had the baby. It was so funny because I started understanding when Love came along, because for a year we're like, whose baby? Who baby that? And he was like silent. And then he's like, oh, by the way, this is my baby Love. No, you got all the legal worked out because that baby came in a freak off. So you got all that worked out, and now you're a proud dad.
That's how I was thinking too.
He probably he getting old. He getting old. He probably ain't pull out.
It really does feel like that baby came through.
Yeah,
I mean,
you know what? That was it, Miss D.
Yeah, it would make sense.
The older you get, the more you get hit problems. The more you gotta test for that. When you pull out, your pull out game can't be the same.
She just dropped from the sky. She was.
Yeah,
hi. She did that video with her daddy, and she was like, "And my friend Beyonce and Mariah Carey." She just
named some drippage.
I think he like Clarissa. What's her name? Carissa. I think he liked that.
He liked the young black girl. She reminded him of Kim.
He likes the great body.
And he couldn't tame her either.
He reminded her of Kim. She reminded him of Kim.
Yeah,
that's why the Hispanic.
He likes that.
She was way stronger than Kim.
He likes the alpha. Should we say that? He likes the alpha.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He likes a woman who's not gonna just let him do whatever. It's always fun to have a woman who's gonna let you do whatever you want to do, but it's always more intriguing. It's always. I'm just talking as a man.
That was
both of them was in the public eye.
Was her. He put her on his own
All of
show.
them was in the public eye. None of them had the
They all
talent.
had their time in the public eye.
Who was in the public eye the most?
They was all in the public eye. They didn't have the talent.
Show. She was on like on his network.
Kim Porter
was
was
on Revolt TV.
Yeah,
Kim wasn't Kim Porter a model?
She was the favorite. That's why.
She was the favorite. You can tell.
That's
she
why
was
he
the
got
favorite.
rid of her because
They all
you
like
never
that
gonna
thought
be
behavior.
happy without me.
They all like that thought behavior. Bosses love
They all like that money.
They
They
love
all like them
whores.
buzz downs.
The whores
Possibly,
are fun.
right?
The whores
It's
are
the
fun.
lack of discipline. I think that the
unapologetic.
lesson is lack of discipline among the stars. You guys have got to get some discipline.
Young freaks
you
and
know
young
what they
freaks. Who don't like a young freak?
You know what they do to the ones that's classy and I can't do this, I can't do that. They put y'all at home with the babies. Then they go out with the hood rat, the whore, and they had a time of their damn lives. They said the whore brings.
You don't go out.
All you gotta do is put some money in our hand, and that chick will shut up and do exactly what you say. She will swallow to the right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Whatever you
yeah,
need to do,
yeah,
she will do.
yeah.
That's all they want.
Yeah,
that's not all we want. That's not all we want. If we want to know, if you want to dive into,
I'm talking about like the high value man. I'm talking about like
no,
Evo, like the guy with a lot of money,
Evo,
not a regular dude. The guy with a lot of money.
If you let me finish,
that at home, but he want the wild thing out with him. She be with him 90% of the time when he ain't at home.
No, Evo. That's what you not. This is what I'm trying to let you understand. The high value man need at least three. At least three, because you need a freak. You need a freak in the sheets, but you don't want to go out with the freak that everybody been with. You know what I'm saying? Probably not understand what I'm saying. You want your wife at home
on stage.
You want your wife at home
for being out with the freaks now.
No.
Yes, I'm dead ass. I'm telling you, it is.
That's why comedians.
They not hiding the hoes no more. They not.
No,
a lot of them are marrying them.
No, Evo, you don't get no props for marrying the hoes.
Put that on my mama. These are what.
How you like Evo? This your show, but I'm a man. I got the peeing up here. I got the peeing.
I deal with men. I sleep with men. I know.
And I talk to men. How? I'm the one who's men disrespect men.
90% of high value men that we talking about, I work with them.
Yeah.
They
ain't talking about you.
And they're not talking to you.
You rarely see the wife, but you see that hooker, he went all the damn time. You would think she.
Evo, that's not his hooker. That's his trophy.
You
that's what you're not getting.
I'm seeing it every day.
These shows, that's what they're not understanding. They don't understand the levels.
I'm telling you what it is. Don't believe
you take
me.
Take out the one that you spending the bread on, but the
that's
one
you.
that you,
that's not what these
the one that you plowing down. That's the one. That's a whole different vibe.
That's not what these dudes are doing. I'm telling y'all. I'll put it like
you're just talking to the people at the party. How are you there? What are you talking about?
I've been in that type of relationship.
No, you
haven't. A fun girl, and his baby mama was sitting at home with all the kids.
He had another one. He had another one. He had another one. He had another one that did freakier things than you, Evo.
Well, that
I promise you.
has to change because it's expensive to do that now. Because they're coming
these dudes are fine.
They're coming for their money later.
They'll find that guap.
And this is a person who signed the NDA, sitting in front and across from him in a trial, talking about everything that he did and willingly signed the NDA.
Yeah,
so
that's
there's no protection. Men are gonna have to get some discipline.
These hoes ain't loyal.
That part.
Yeah.
Should have run her
disciplined.
He should have run her them whack ass albums. He should have put them whack ass albums out.
And get the hell out of
Made
here.
her
we would have ran her with the one hitter quitter.
Yes, she should have had all 10 of them whack albums, and he would not be in this predicament right now.
Yeah.
She'd have failed with all them albums.
The precedent was sent. The precedent was
sent. I would have
sent.
made it. Dude, cannot finish.
You keep saying wrong things.
Well, but I do well when I can't finish, bro.
I agree with you, Corsette. Yeah. Let her put it out there. Let it fall. Let it.
And then there would be no problem because now she's like, well, I would have made it had he let me do this. And
please.
And she would not have.
No, and she would have seen. Well, she's about to see in a couple of months that album may sell for that one listen, but it's not hitting platinum. It's not going Grammy to Grammy. You're talking
she'll say about Diddy. It's a rap.
No one's gonna care.
Especially if you don't. What are you gonna talk about? Are you gonna talk about how Alex was at the Christmas event with Beyonce on Netflix? And did you see Alex on the horse? And no, we're not gonna. Well, that's not gonna be interesting enough, Cassie.
She's probably not gonna be able to talk about what's happening now on that.
You gotta be talking.
So it's a love album because nobody want to hear that. Nobody don't want to hear that. She's gonna have to get naked. She's gonna have to get naked. Like that's that. You know what I'm saying?
Now, if she had an OnlyFans, she would make that platinum. She would platinum on OnlyFans.
Oh, yeah. That's the only way this is gonna work. Because a lot of women don't respect what she did. There's a lot of stuff going on here. A lot of people are scared to talk about it.
Because you're only throwing him under and you're not, we've been told by Tony Busby that there's names, and you're sitting up there talking all day long and you didn't drop any names. And we know you've been dropping
names.
So why are you only saying Diddy when we know?
Because that's what Hispanic women gonna do. They're gonna claim that they mix, and I see it every time we turn on the camera up here. A Hispanic woman demonizing a black people, any type of black people, who claim that she's mixed.
Not all.
Now,
every conversation.
Demonize the men because she don't like y'all. That's all. It's real simple.
If you hurt some person, maybe
if y'all don't agree with her, she demonize y'all too.
I don't put it on a culture. I put it on the behavior of Cassie. I put it on this.
She has. I don't know about it.
It's not a whole culture.
I just say y'all don't peep it.
Definitely not gonna say it up here. Yeah, like nah. And let me tell you something. And I always say this: let Cosette like who she like. If she like white men, that's what she like. That don't mean you gotta go and suck on a white penis. You know what I'm saying? It's like
nothing about that.
Like why? Like I never had a problem with her saying she like a white man. It's never been a problem for me.
Why are y'all bringing that up? I'm talking about
family, so
I'm talking about people who demonize black people. Y'all talking about what she like. I'm not talking about what she like.
Every culture in my family. You cannot control who people like. I have name a culture and
still talking this dumb shit, man.
No, I'm just saying, LJ, I have every culture in my family. So
it don't matter. That's not what I'm talking about. Who's talking about what she? Who's talking about what people like? I'm talking about what people demonize.
Right, but she would demonize something that she don't like, right? That we all
she
do that.
Demonize black people.
She don't like black men. She don't want to date them. She's not going to say
demonize black people. She demonized black people.
Everybody should have their own opinion, is what I'm saying. This is a free world. Like, yeah, I'm saying it's no.
Y'all bringing about, and y'all say y'all talking about it's being about something else.
Only thing that can I say this in the dating world?
I thought we was all up here to say whatever we wanted to say.
Right.
No, can I say this in the dating world? Only thing that I say is do this. Like when my children decide that they're going to date who they're going to date and they're going to date outside, I only have this one rule across my whole family. And I am the leader of this rule. And I am the one that everyone calls when they see it going different, right? That no matter what you do, if you decide to step out of our culture, you do not put down our culture to go do it. Right. So that's all I say with dating. If you don't like it, fine, but don't put down your own culture because we all come from different lives.
So D Shields.
Don't put your own people down. You say
so D Shields. D Shields, if you're gonna teach that and implement that and be the leader in that in your family, how you gonna come up here and allow your quote unquote friend, your quote unquote podcast family to talk bad about black people?
I can't control.
I'm not controlling nothing. I'm holding her accountable.
Wait, because on many of episodes you told us that she's not a black woman, so she's
not black. I just said that.
A black man, that ain't her race. So she's
right.
I just said that. Evo.
I'm saying
these Shields just said do not date outside your race and allow.
No, I didn't say don't date outside your race. Don't you misquote me?
You just said don't allow people to talk about. Don't bring your race down when you dating outside your race. She's talking outside of her race and she's allowing somebody to talk down about her race. That's correlation. That is called correlation.
She ain't talking about one time about an Hispanic man up here ever. In all 100 shows. So
you're right, Evo. Evo, you're so right. Evo, thank you for making me realize you're right.
I wouldn't have known that she wasn't black if you
Evo, you're right, Evo.
But
She just talk about she from Panama. She just talk about she from Panama and she's not black. But you would never know. Evo, you're so right.
Like you can like
thank you for letting everybody know you did not know Panamanians.
Why are we worried about what's going in and out my snatch, bro?
That's what I'm saying.
I be trying to help us.
That's what I'm literally saying. Those two care. Nobody care what's going on with that.
Be in there, bro. You
third country punani. Nobody care what goes on with third country punani.
There's a broke free zone right here. Broke free. You don't ever have to worry about what's in here.
Those high value.
Yo, you date, I wish I knew who she really dealt with, yo. That's the saddest thing. Y'all really,
that's not the topic
yo. That's not what I was talking about. I was talking about people. I'm talking about anybody demonizing black people. Y'all keep swearing. I give a damn about what she has going on with her nastiness.
Situation without you crashing out.
Nobody cares what Corset is dealing
your
with.
own demons. You gotta bring up your own demons.
No.
So
what demons?
Look.
What
I'm gonna
demons?
tell you the logic because I've been going through therapy. Look at your logic. You are demonizing her for demonizing someone else. So you're no better than her. You get what I'm saying?
Good Lord.
Think about
this is why black people. This is why black men. This is why chivalry is gone. Black men is right here in front of you. They don't want us defending us. They don't want us defending black people. They rather give Hispanics and white people and Arabs the platform to disrespect black people rather than say, you know what? She's dead wrong. And this is where we get the Fresh and Fit. That's why I always compare her to the dude from Fresh and Fit. She is a non-black talking about black people things, black people culture in a demonizing way.
Right.
So what are you talking about? This is the dumbness. This is dumb.
But here's what I say.
I'm talking about the topic, yo. This is why I get frustrated. Because I'm talking about the topic. Y'all talking about some second grade, third grade foolishness. Y'all all older than me. Y'all all older than me. Y'all talking about second grade.
We act better than you, older than you. You just say you love her. You want to be with her. Because that's what it sounds like. That's what we all hear. I'm just.
That's sad. If this is what love sounds like to y'all, that is so sad. Please
every time you
date
do it,
better.
It makes you look bad, not her. It makes you look like
that's what I was saying.
Miserable.
If you want to deliver that, say it less negative. That's all that she said. And then for Corset, can you say for the show? Can you say for the show? Have you ever put down your own culture?
What's her culture?
Another culture.
What's her culture? She can say no and say.
You told us Hispanic, Panamanian.
I can't even
speak.
She asked me a question, L. You still won't let me speak.
She's asking the question wrong. She's asking the question with room for you to lie.
What'd you say?
Okay. Do you mean to the person I'm seeing? No. If I've ever dated a non-black man, I don't bring black men up because that has nothing to do with them. Why would I bring up random brothers when I'm having fun doing my thing?
He just.
But so you go ahead and say he in love, so we can get over it. Everything the girl say, he say something back. It's like it's nitpicky. I hope he watch these shours back and see how I look. I be trying to help him. Just say what's on your mind. Yeah, black man, help me out. Is that like some unrequited love, some love? Like what's going on with that?
He would find more peace in just letting her date how she dates, talk how she talks, as long as I guess he's saying he feels offended with her talking about black men and then dating outside her race, right? So then she can respect that opinion and go, okay, I'm either going to continue to do it or not. But if she doesn't, there's no requirement for people to be your friend. There's no requirement for people to respect you. There's no requirement for people to get along with you or to agree with you. So we have to learn that as a society. Like, just because we think someone should agree with us, they don't have to agree with us. Right. Yes. So if she doesn't agree with his point of view, she's just doing it her way and she's dating who she wants to date. And then he would be better to not get so angry about it. He could just say, I released that. She dates how she dates.
We could just say, here's some money.
LJ, therapy. Go to therapy. It is the best thing that's happened to my life. You'll change. Like, yeah, I'm saying you'll get over whatever that is in your system. Yeah, I'm saying it's down in your spirit. You got to release that.
Yeah, because you don't want to get. And this is the reason why, LJ, because I've seen too many. We lose too many Black men from getting that worked up, and so control the controllable. That's a very powerful advice. That you have to learn to control the controllable. I can't go. I don't even live close enough to Corsette to sit down coffee to coffee, day to day, talking about her dates. Like, we don't even live in the same space. Yeah. I can't tell her how to live her life. He was comparing it to my family, but I have a different position in my family, right? So people put me in that position when the eldest passed away. Mm-hmm. So it's a little different with what I can say and tell them to do. But that's bloodline, and that's carrying down legacies and things like that. But I can't make my friends do things a certain way. That's not friendship. That's not friendship.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It makes no sense to she like who she like. We it's not our job to change that. You know what I'm saying? We not what she like. We are women. She like a certain type of man, and that's what she talk about. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. I've heard other women say different things. I ain't never said that. You like what you like. That's nothing to do with us.
People like what they like, and no one can tell me what I like, and that's not how
you're offended by
everything.
I know
that people think, oh, you're in a circle of women. You need to tell your friend, and men say that all the time. You need to tell your friend what.
They don't tell their homeboy nothing. They don't say nothing to their homeboy. Jamal been wrong for 20 years, and you ain't never said nothing to Jamal. Like, Jamal ain't never pulled out. Jamal got 20, 30 kids with 100 baby mothers. Y'all ain't never said nothing to Jamal.
Don't correct
we not
guys.
saying nothing to our sisters. Not a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? We not going to do that. Damn Jamal.
Even like when you say LJ, you say, okay, when you let her talk disrespectful. Here's what I would like you to do individually for Evo. Does Evo talk disrespectful? Do I talk disrespectful? So you can't judge how we are based on how Corsette talk, or wife school, or anybody that comes up. Like, everybody's got their own individual thought process and how they speak or whatever. We're not all going to be liked. I don't think God was out there like, okay, I'm gonna create y'all, and y'all all gonna be like the same.
Yes, because that would be boring. We would have been bored. This wouldn't even work if we all like the same thing.
It would not. We would be.
LJ be all right. You know what I'm saying? I pat the baby on the ass and send him back out. You know what I'm saying? On the streets. And that's what we love our brother LJ. He a little sensitive. He be all right.
Yeah. I love you, LJ.
I love you, LJ. You're crying in the corner.
Oh, you the asshole.
She's gonna be all right.
Oh, man.
LJ did good though. He was representing. He did a good job.
Yeah, that was a good
conversation. Yeah, he say to crash out to the end, so I was not mad. Thank you.
That's nice. Crash out and go to sleep.
Yes, it's time to sleep.
Gosh, LJ, they love it though. The fans love it. Like, they always can't wait for his moment. Yeah.
Yeah, because that crash out is coming. Yeah. Guys, all right, y'all. So y'all know our next show Thursday. We have the Live Ladies podcast. It is 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know what I'm saying? Then I will see y'all on the weekend. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do another Evo-Isms live. Or I got a surprise show for y'all. You know what I'm saying? I might do that on Sunday. We're going to figure it out. But there's a couple of things I want to talk about now while it's popping. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely going to get that on. Y'all look for me on the weekend. I'll be here. Y'all look for me on the weekend. We got some great shows.
I have the notification bell on. So it tells me. Turn the notification bells on because it tells me.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah. The notification bell will let y'all know. We changing these shows a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So, you will still see us, 3-4 nights a week or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But we got to change them up a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
Because we headed outside. We on our way outside. It's summertime.
Yes, it's about to get hot. I'm going to start taking y'all with me to different places. And I'm going to try to get the crew to do the same thing from where they at. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do a couple of things.
If I can find places in Austin that have that little spritzer going down. It's 103 degrees tomorrow. So
yeah, that's crazy. Ain't no way. That's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah. And then the weatherman said that it was coming to New York. So I'm just warning you. He said that it was coming from Texas to New York.
It was hot today. It was raining though. It was raining, but it was hot. We ready for it. I'm ready for summer. Yeah, I'm saying.
Y'all still wearing sweaters
to have some fun. Yeah, I'm saying we right there. We right almost in the thick of it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Y'all, I want to thank y'all. This is a great show. And I'll put part 1 on this because part 2 we're gonna sum up this eye for an eye justification. Because I got some other we got some other clips we want to show y'all that's kind of showing the same thing. Let me tell you something. We got 2 more big clips, you know what I'm saying, that will show y'all it is an eye for an eye thing. Everybody trying to get their lick back right now. You know what I'm saying? That Diddy was 1, and we're gonna show y'all 2. I got 2 more for y'all that we need to see.
Oh, you know I think I know who you talking about.
We'll be here all night trying to do
We will be all night for that one. Yes, I know.
Yeah, but look how long Diddy took. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna put it in, you know what I'm saying? And
I seen her when it went live. I know who you talking about.
Yeah, yes. We got some stuff to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And let me see.
That's one thing. Don't do that before the album. That's all I'm gonna say. For the one you're gonna talk about,
listen,
hush your mouth until that album come out. Because I wait
long enough to play it on here
for them Carter albums. I take my time waiting for them Carter albums. So she better shut her mouth and say whatever you're gonna say and take them down in court. But not this year.
A Diddy album would play first before that one. Let me go because I gotta get it.
Okay, we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have fun on that topic. Okay.
Yes.
I hope it's from behind bars. I hope he got the niggas in the jail on the album. I hope all the prisoners was on the album doing backup.
Yeah.
Diddy
that's all the talent in jail.
Yeah, singing through the phone. They're
gonna be if they take it out, they're gonna end up having to put studios inside. Like they all
our artists in jail. Yeah, it's crazy.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Look, y'all have a good night. Thank y'all.
Have a good night.
Appreciate all y'all for showing love. Yes. Again, Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is our next show. Is the Loud Ladies Podcast. We got another fire topic for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for riding out with us tonight. You know what I'm saying? I can't wait to talk crazy on the weekend. I'm going to talk crazy and everything. Yes, talk crazy. Y'all have a great night. I appreciate my sisters up here.
Good night, LJ, wherever you disappear.
My brother LJ, you know what I'm saying? Everybody did a great job. You know what I'm saying? We will see y'all on Thursday, right? Y'all have a good night. Love you guys. Bye, evolutionaries.
Bye, everybody.
What it mean to be the best? Riding foes, feeling unimpressed. Make me reminisce, throwing bows, bend the corner, set my mind up on the goal. All I know is stay down, bad, I'm the goal. Okay, feel like the best, the great. Not ain't no debate. Yeah. Okay, feel like the best, the great. Not ain't no debate. Yeah. I ain't gotta say much. Know the boy got a touch. Another win for the rush. Another win for the rush. See me once and got a crush. See you twice and that's enough. Get the ring sized up, and that's for the championship.
Yeah, I dropped in, feeling like I need a top 10. Clean sweep, get the mopped in. No roof, yeah, I hopped in. Champagne spraying, popped in. Paramedics on the speed dial. Turn the party to a mosh pit.
Locked in. Supreme confidence, can't do broken promises. You can't talk the way I talk when you ain't got no accomplishments. On top taking up space, ain't no room for occupants. Always knew I had to glow, ain't no chance of blocking it. Okay, feel like the best, the great. Now ain't no debate. Yeah. Okay, feel like the best, the great. Now ain't no debate. Yeah,
I dropped in, feeling like I need a top 10. Clean sweep, get the mopped in. No roof, yeah, I hopped in. Champagne spraying, popped in. Paramedics on the speed dial. Turn the party to a mosh pit.
Locked in. Okay, feel like the best, the great. Now ain't no debate. Yeah. Okay, feel like the best, the great. Now ain't no debate. Yeah.